Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dungeon, presented by the Drifters Atlas. Thank you all for coming. My name is Zach Goins. I'll be the Dungeon Master for this evening. We are running through the dungeon known as, or the dungeon layer known as Deterrent, and we have 5 hearty adventurers with us this evening. We've got a couple new things that I want to point out. Obviously, we've got a new setup here. We've got new overlays and we've got new character art. So relish on that. And there's bigger versions of all the character art when we go to intermission. Let's go ahead and introduce our players. We met them all a couple weeks ago, but just in case we have anybody new in the chat, let's go one by one. We'll start, as I see them, with player number 1. Alex, could you give us a short introduction to your character?
All right, can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah, you're good.
Good, we can hear you.
All right, sorry, I had it on push to talk, and that was just not working.
There you go.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm playing a paladin, a human paladin, who's intended to be kind of a rookie adventurer sort of character, very naive. So that's always fun in a dungeon, is young and experienced and naive.
Absolutely. Lovely. And what's your character's name?
Oh, Aud.
Aud. Lovely. Thank you. All right, Kate, who do we got?
All right, my character's name is Clara Silverbone, and she is a hill dwarf cleric. She's a noble, a bit of a caregiver, and what I would call a persuasive snob. But she means well.
Awesome. Perfect. And let's go to Tyler.
I am playing Felix Mortensen. I am a Nephilim tome linguist. So really excited to explore how this goes.
Love it. Erica.
Hi, I'm playing Aelin Idlemist. She is a Shadar Kai blood hunter with an alchemy background.
Love it. And Thomas.
I am playing Cornelius Emberkeg, and he is a dwarf wizard and part of the Ebon Knights. Or Ebon Hawks, sorry.
Love it. All right. So now we have our players. Let's do a little recap on where we left off in this dungeon. So our group of heroes was tasked with entering a crypt of a recently deceased king. A strange substance, acidic, is boiling up from the ground, and they fear that it will soon destroy the crypt of the king. So they have asked your group of adventurers to dive in, recover what relics you may, certainly recover the bones of the king, and then they have given you all a token of teleportation to get yourselves out once you have made your way through the place. You have pushed your way through the small opening last week, found some secret doors leading down, fought some weirdly animated roots, root clusters. Once you made your way down the stairs, you found an invisible lever that when you flipped it would spin the entire room, perhaps positioning you to new areas of this space. You spun it once or twice, and when you opened the doors, you encountered a room full of blackness with a dead tree inside. Casting light, illuminating magic on this tree, illuminated the room, brought life to the tree, revealed a secret door behind which were thousands of seeds bundled and ready to go. And you also determined, by virtue of your paladin, that the tree is hallowed. I think how we left it was some of you had opted to take some seeds, and the paladin had decided or determined that he would not take any seeds with him. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, lovely. So that's where we left it. Who would like to determine what you all do next?
I can't see anything, so I'm not going to do much.
Well, I for one would like to go back into the main room, and there's no way to really go anywhere where we're at, where the tree is.
Right,
The only way to go forward is to go back.
that's right.
Yep.
There's still the
So,
stairways in this main room that lead up to the space that you came from. But other than that, you found no other entrances or exits to this location.
We do know, though, guys, that we pushed a button and the whole room spun. So maybe if we can't find a different way, that's the next step again.
I agree. We should
Mhm.
push the button and see what else is around here.
I pull out my 10-foot stick and offer it to anybody who wants to push the button.
As soon as they start talking about pushing the button, I'm going to lay down.
Okay. I'll just kind of give a like a hand wave, like no need for the stick, for the pole, and I'll go to the back of the pillar. Everyone ready?
I'm getting close to
You
the
can-
pillar.
You can see I'm visually put off by the fact that I didn't get to use the stick again.
Why bring a
I'll-
stick if you won't use it? You will push the button.
I think sitting down is a good idea, so I follow suit.
Okay.
All right.
I would like to jump as soon as it starts to spin and see what happens.
Yes. You jump. The room starts to spin just slightly, and as you come down, you are 3 feet 3 feet removed from where you were before. So, job well done, I guess. So you have stopped, and as this room spun, the doors, like the force of the room spinning, seem to have closed the doors, or maybe they're just on some sort of mechanism to where each time the room moves, the doors close. But as the room stabilizes, you are faced with closed doors again.
Did the room move?
It has not moved yet. I'll go
Okay.
ahead and move it for your benefit.
Mhm.
You guys had a system last time. Some of you investigated the markings on the door, and you felt certain that this door itself was not magical, at least not magically trapped. Um, and you notice nothing different about those runes with the reset of the door.
Well, after things
Um,
have settled, I'll just move away from the pillar towards the doors.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Absolutely.
See what's there?
You push open the doors, and you immediately are met with a wall. Like this place
Cool.
has been closed off or something. And if you guys would like, I assume you guys will reset until you see something other than a wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of scoff and walk over and press the button again without any warning to anyone.
Absolutely. Okay.
Have we tested to see if the wall is secret at all, or if there's anything in the wall that is not good or good?
Yeah. I'll say you guys felt around on it a little bit and ascertained that it was not any secret wall whatsoever.
I love it whenever the DM just tells you what you know or not know, because that means that we didn't miss anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like I can. Yeah. So you guys hit the lever again, and it rotates again. Um, Everything plays out as before, and now you are in a you as you open up the doors, you are in a small room uh, that is not lit, and but you can kind of see from the light inside your main area that there are doors immediately to the left and the right.
There's nothing in the room whatsoever.
So let's pull up. Let's see. That's room number 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So it looks to be, as you step in and kind of sort around, it looks to be some sort of a storage area. You see that roots have also came through from up above and punched through this and have pushed through some rotted shelving that was mounted along the wall. And as it pushed through all this shelving, evidently it knocked over glass bottles. And so as you kind of step in, you see that the floor is covered in shattered glass, and you see that some of the roots here, as you move in a little bit, they're not glowing blue, but they have like a little white glimmer to them.
Are there still intact bottles?
Go ahead and roll me a investigation check. Four. So it's not a large room. So there doesn't take much time, and just on your cursory glance, you don't think that there are any whole bottles in here.
Okay.
These roots are white, not blue.
Not blue at all, like the ones up top.
Not blue whatsoever.
They're still glowing?
Yeah, it's like yeah, it's less of a glow and more of a glimmer, like whatever light you guys has poured into this room, it's reflecting or catching, and not something internal.
Oh, yeah. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I remember those last plants and how gross they were.
Run up and jump in them.
I thought you were the hero. Aren't you supposed to do that?
I am the hero,
wanna-
but I am the squishy hero.
I want to say you could probably just take a piece of it and break it off. Go ahead and try.
Your paladin ate some last time, so
I nibbled on it. Is it different?
yeah, that's fair.
Well, left or right? Not much in here.
I think we should go to the left.
All right.
Can I make a nature check on those roots?
Sure, absolutely. So with a 13 nature, you are certain that these are bog standard roots. They're not. They're nothing. There's nothing. There's not sort of weird creature or something like that. But with a 13, you could also ascertain that there is something arcane about them. So you're not sure what it is. You might need someone to make an Arcana check, but you know that they are not just natural in nature.
I will pass that information off to the party, and I will ask if anybody wants to do that. If not, I will just do a quick Arcana check on it.
I'll take a look.
Okay. Just go ahead and give me an Arcana check, and I'll let you roll with advantage since
Sure.
Cornelius is helping you.
All right. 24 total. with a nat 20.
Very nice. Okay.
I'm glad I passed that off.
Absolutely. So as you look at these roots, and then you start to maybe take a glance at the bottles, and you start to piece together with a 24 that there were evidently certain, and this, with your background, this makes a lot of
Mhm.
sense. Um, these were potions that were up on these shelves at one point,
Okay.
and whatever they were, um, the roots have kind of infused with. And I would tell you, because you rolled over a 20,
Mhm.
that if you consume this root, you feel like you would get the benefits of restoring a spell slot.
Okay.
But you will have to
Um,
harvest the roots themselves.
sure. Um, looks like these roots would help you cast a little bit more.
Ooh, so do I just chew on the branches, or do I break them off? Do you know?
Uh, maybe break off like certain chunks, certain size of chunks too. We could
Awesome.
try if you want.
Yeah, if we can, I'll help Aelin take care to break off some of these branches.
Perfect.
Sure.
Go ahead and one of you roll a d6.
I'll take it.
Okay.
4.
4. Okay. So as you kind of, there's lots of roots here, and you're looking for the ones that have the most gleam to them, that seem to have soaked up the most of this residual potion essence. And you collect 4 in just a few minutes, 4 pieces of this. So if you consume it, um, this is called a root of essence. If you want to write it down
Okay.
on your sheet,
Sure.
root of essence.
Well, this will do me no good. You all can figure out how you want to share them.
I'll wave it off. I don't need it so much.
I think these are fantastic. So anybody who doesn't want them, I would love to have them.
I would love to have at least one of them, if not two.
How about Oda?
Ode.
Yeah, I don't know any magic.
Not yet. Uh,
It's magic.
One thing that you can tell before you move on, I'll just go ahead and note there's more of this here, but it's in smaller pieces, and so it's going to take a while to harvest. So if you want to
Mhm.
spend the time, you could maybe get more of this, but you got the low hanging fruit, so to speak.
I think we should try to get more. This seems like a good thing.
Yeah, or we could just mark it on our map and remember that it's here either way. I mean, it doesn't hurt if we can try to do a quick check, but I don't want to spend a bunch of time when there could be more evil things around any corner.
We're also being pushed forward that we might not be able to come back. We have the teleportation stuff to get us out of here. So
That's fair.
yeah,
That's fair. I guess it's worth a quick investigation.
yeah.
Okay. So you guys want to try to grab some more of it?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and either two of you roll or one of you roll with advantage, and go ahead and make a. I'll let you go ahead and make a nature check this time. You're kind of sifting through this.
I have a +2. I'm pretty good with
Plus
nature.
one.
How about I try it?
Yeah.
Would somebody like to help me though?
He said with advantage.
Oh, with advantage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll point out the better parts.
Well, I rolled horribly. So sorry I didn't put my modifier in there, but I'm a +4, so I got a 9.
You got a 9. Okay. So with a 9, you pick through and you get bits and pieces, but it's taking longer than you guys feel comfortable with. You spend about 10 minutes and you haven't even gotten one full extra use out of. But
Oh, let me try. I'm perfect.
Valid. Yeah, I say we move on.
Okay.
Yeah. We tried.
Fair enough.
So we have, what, 4.5 pieces?
You have
walking away from
four
them?
and a half pieces. That's a good way of putting it.
Okay.
Yep.
While I happen to be standing here harvesting these roots, do I see any runes on either of these doors?
That's a good question. It looks to you like both of these doors are locked. And they do, in fact, look like they have some sort of an arcane lock nature. Like it's not just a mechanism.
Okay. Is this something I would know magically how to remove?
Yeah. So basically, undo the arcana of a lock, you're just going to make an arcana check, and it's basically like doing a thieves' tools, only you're using your arcana skill instead.
Okay. So how's a 26 look?
It looks grand. Which door were you attempting to unlock?
Somebody earlier said we were going to the left. So...
Okay, lovely. The door to the left is unlocked. It seems that it only had a arcane lock to it, at least to your eyes.
Is that the room to 7, the door to 7 then?
It is absolutely the door to 7. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I would step back from the door and be like, I did my part, somebody else is going through.
Alright.
Oh.
Well, since I'm here, I might as well just step forward.
Okay, absolutely.
I believe the lighting is blocking me at the moment.
Oh, probably so. Yep. Just
There we go. Alright.
awesome. Okay. There. So, as you step into that room, you can tell that this was probably another storage area of some sort. At one point, however, the local flora has made its way in here as well, and you see a fungal growth of a purplish hue that carpets much of the floor. There is another door on the opposite wall, but you will have to walk through this fungal growth to get there.
Like taking one step in, how does it feel under the foot?
So as you step onto it, it feels initially like walking on moss or something like that, like it just a little bit of sponginess. And as you kind of set in, it kind of spreads out and leaves an impression of your foot. But as soon as that happens, the whole room kind of starts to twist and turn, and the fungus starts to eat away at you. And we're going to roll initiative.
Cool.
Yay!
You guys chose a wonderful room. All right, so let's see. Yep. Have you guys already rolled initiative, or is this old initiative?
That's previous.
Okay, perfect. So we will reset. Turns.
Yeah, let me
clear.
know when everything's good to go.
Yep. So remember to click on your token first, and then you can roll initiative. Or if you are rolling elsewhere on like D&D Beyond, you click on your token and then just click the initiative roll.
Erica, we are having fun.
Nothing
got a
like being the
5.
first one in with the last initiative.
No.
Yes. Yes. Let's see.
It's mine.
Let's see. And Clara has a 20. Stop.
I assume you're up with us, Kate?
Yeah,
Your-
I can't.
your
move
token's
my
kinda
thing.
clear. Oh.
You can't move your thing.
No.
Her name is Clara.
Yes, absolutely.
Whatever.
All right, let's see what I can do to help you here. How about now?
Hey.
All right. Lovely.
Oh no.
Okay. So let's reset this order here. Descending. And then Clara actually got a 20, so we'll put her right there. All right. So Tom, you see this purple fungus rising up and start to eat away at the boots of your friend. And that's what they look like right there. Boom. And let's do this thing.
I will first attack the one that's on the boots of my friend. And
Mhm.
I will cast Jim's Magic Missile.
I love it. All right. Go ahead and shout out your damage when you see it.
1d20 plus 4. It's 15 to hit. Oh, it automatically hits,
It
right?
automatically hit.
So it looks like the first, it's 2d4. Yeah, so first magic missile is 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
Second one is 6 and 7.
Ooh.
So it's 17 damage.
Very nice. Okay. So as your magic missiles dart into this purple moss fungus, impact in several points, and you see bits of this stuff go splattering all through the room, creating spores and spray. And that one looks largely disintegrated, but is still coming on. Clara, it is your turn.
Alright, I would like to cast Sanctuary.
Okay. Lovely. On yourself, I assume.
No, on. I don't want to say it wrong. On Aelin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Lovely. Very good. Would you like to move, or are you happy where you are?
I'm happy right here.
Okay. Let's throw that over there. Perfect. Alex with Ode.
Since it's a little crowded, I'm going to kind of. I'm not entirely because of my positioning, not in the room. I don't really know what's going on. I just see like a spell go off, and I kind of look around the corner because I guess it's crowded there. So I just kind of like squeeze in, look around the corner, like what's going on here, and roll a nature check, I guess.
Okay, absolutely. Go ahead and roll that.
Ooh, a 9.
A 9, not something that you've come across on your travels so far, but it does look like some sort of fungus that has taken a life of its own.
What size are these things?
These are medium sized, I believe. Yep. As they're kind of writhing up and moving, their mass is probably the size of you or something like that, but.
Oh, okay. So it's not like the whole floor is covered. It's like this group of them on the floor.
Yeah, when she stepped on the floor, it kind of undulates and moves and coalesces and is more of a singular mass at this point.
But it's covering, as far as I can tell, the majority of the floor.
Yeah.
And the mass is sort of medium sized, but like the individual mushrooms aren't medium sized.
That's a fair assessment. Yeah.
Okay. Just so I can visualize.
Yeah. Not one mushroom stalk that's 5 foot tall. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of look confused for a turn.
Okay, no problem. Confusion for a turn, easily enough. All right. Tyler, who is not Tyler, he's Felix. What are you up to?
Okay, I am kind of seeing this, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on exactly. I don't like this, and I am just going to Sorry, I did not mean to click that.
You're all right.
Because I don't want to go in there, so that was not happening.
Don't mind me.
I am going to see those two kind of piles of whatever
Mhm.
they are, moss, whatever,
Yeah.
and I am going to cast Bane.
Okay. So they need to make a charisma saving throw. So let's go ahead and do that. See if this works. Boom. There's one. And there's two. So one of them is a 14 and one of them is a 3. Does a 14 save?
14 just saves.
Okay. All right. So they will minus a d4 from its attack rolls and saving throws. Awesome. Anything else you would like to do, Felix?
And then I'm just gonna kind of move back because I don't want to be close to these things.
Okay. It is now their turn.
Hold on, you skipped me.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're at 4. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I will just take out the rapier, and kind of try to slash at the one that's on me.
Okay, perfect. Go for it. Is that the one you attacked, Cornelius?
Yes,
Yeah.
I would have attacked. I would have attacked the one that was on our party member first.
Perfect.
That's a nat 1.
Ooh, a nat 1 always misses, but if it wouldn't have
Yeah.
been a nat 1, it would have hit. So,
Tight.
yes. Shame.
I'll stay here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Maybe the shock of it, certainly not the speed of it, keeps you from hitting it. And as you kind of backpedal a little bit, they both push forward. So this first roll is just going to be how many attacks each one of them get. So they roll a d4 to see how many times they attack. So there's 1. So the
Oh,
first one's going to
no.
get 3. The second one's going to get 2. So the one that got 3, these attacks are going to be at disadvantage. So here's the first.
And I have Sanctuary on me, so
Okay.
they have to roll Wisdom first.
Okay, perfect. So let's roll the first one.
And which one is baned?
It is. Let's go ahead and put some markers on this one.
Sorry.
This guy is baned, and both of them. I'll just go ahead and put a marker on them for Sanctuary.
Can't you target more than one with Bane?
Yes, one of them
I can, but one of them saved.
One of them saved. Yeah.
Right, sorry.
Yeah. That's all right. So let's go ahead and have this one make its wisdom save. 10. That is not going to save, right?
Against Clara, so
Yeah.
probably no.
Claire, what's your spell save DC?
Sorry, I was looking at something.
She rolled like a god. There's no way that it doesn't.
Yeah, there's no way that it's not like 14.
She's a literal god.
Yes. That's the other game.
Should be 15, I think, because you have a 20 wisdom, right?
Hold on.
It's all right. Take your time. I'll pull up a character sheet so I can tell you where it is on D&D Beyond too.
Yeah, I'm just not used to
It's all good.
D&D Beyond.
It's all good. So what you're gonna want?
Oh, Wisdom save.
Uh-huh.
14.
14. Okay, perfect. So that one fails. So with Sanctuary, he has to move, right? But it can't have
redirect its attack or it loses its attack.
Yep, and it only has 5 feet of movement every turn, so it's going to be a long time before it gets to attack anyone else. The other one is going to make their wisdom save. And also fails. So even though they are just standing there quivering with anticipation at coming at your blood hunter, they can't do anything about it. So we are back up to the top of the round with Cornelius.
Cornelius is going to. How are they looking?
The one that you had hit already is just like scraps and tendrils. The other one looks very healthy.
I will. How is Aelin looking?
I haven't been hurt. Just a little
Gotcha.
trapped.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Perfect. I will pull out my crossbow that's attached with a chain on my side, and I am going to shoot the mushroom that's in scraps.
Okay, go for it.
Where is my crossbow? It is. How do I roll this now? There it is.
Gosh.
And it's a crit.
Yeah, yeah. Um, however, your crossbow manages to just pummel into a thing of moss. You find whatever resembles a heart in this creature, and a moment later, it's just an aerosol spray across the room, a fine mist. Clara, it's your go.
So the one on the left is Dunsey.
Yes, this one here actually is done. So
Okay.
just go ahead and delete it.
Alright, I'm gonna come forward 5, 10, 15, 20 next to it.
Okay.
And I'm feeling sassy. I want to swing at it with my hammer.
Love it.
Let's see.
Feeling sassy.
Right.
Just might hit a thing.
Well, that's not the words I would choose, but you know, I'm trying to be a lady here.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm trying to find my weapon. Spells, equipment. There we go. Okay.
Perfect. 8 is enough.
Yay!
Yes. Let's see. So definitely go ahead though and roll me an attack roll first. I know it's complicated, but if you look right to the left of your weapon, there should be a little icon. Go ahead and click that for me. Because that was just a damage roll. Yeah, it should be like a little square or something.
Yeah, if you hover over the weapon in the attack function of D&D Beyond, then in the top right it'll pull up like the box that says what your weapon is, and then in the top corner it'll say Beyond 20.
Yeah, I just didn't have it selected.
There you go.
Then it did the same thing.
Okay.
It's because she's hitting the hammer and she's not hitting the name of the weapon. If you hit the name of the weapon, it'll roll the d20.
The name of the...
Because these were all damage rolls. These weren't.
Double check here. Yeah, so Kate, if you're looking at your actions page on your character sheet,
Okay.
look at the actions, and you should see your attack, your weapons right below there.
Oh, I see. The swords.
Perfect. There you go. Awesome. Even better. Okay.
I was on the wrong tab.
You're good. No problem. So,
I
yep.
hit him hard.
You hit him hard with that light hammer.
Hard.
For 9 points of damage.
Smush and fungus.
Yep. It's just everywhere. You're doing your best to keep it from splattering in your mouth, but other than that, it's just everywhere else in the room. Okay. Anything else you would like to do, Clara?
I think I did what I needed to. I'm just gonna look around now. I mean, I don't see any other threats.
Nope. You look all right. This is the only one. Okay. Ode, it is your turn.
I guess I will kind of come in with my torch and...
Swinging.
Oh, it's still alive?
It is still alive. Yep. It is still alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was confused. I thought it died for some reason.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I guess I'll come hit it.
Okay.
Too. Oops, that's not the right one.
I assume that Ode has the Fey Knight. There you go. Awesome. 22 definitely hits. Are you using this two-handed or do you have a shield?
I'm using it one-handed right now because I have my torch in the other hand.
Perfect. Okay. So for 3 points of damage, it is still up, but is looking very rough. Let's see. You have a little bit of movement left. Are you happy right where you are?
Um,
You have about 5 or 10 feet.
I'll just kind of move around it to the other
Perfect.
side to make room.
Okay. All right, Felix.
So I'm gonna slide back over to the doorway now that I see all my friends starting to go in there, and I'm like, oh nope, it's still up, and I'm gonna look right at it, and I'm just gonna say, this is the end, and
Fireball.
no, I mean that would be awesome, but no, I'm gonna say this is the end, and I am going to cast Toll the Dead.
Yes.
Nice.
All right, Wisdom save.
At
And-
minus D4.
Yep.
Oh.
It's got a solid. It's got a 1, but it could get worse. So we'll just double
It
check.
could get worse.
Yep.
Or better.
There we go. Finally, it all loads. But nope, 1's gonna be the one that it is. So yeah, you see it kind of turn towards you, and several of its tentacles start to like quiver, and you think for a moment it's actually going to resist this thing, and then it just explodes outward.
With 10 damage.
Gosh, yes, absolutely.
Nice.
Level
With
1's
that-
doing a lot of criticals.
Dude, yeah. That was not the fighting spirit of a level 1 party. I'll tell you that.
Blame roll 20. Because when I use regular dice, it's bad.
But
That and inspiration tokens.
yes.
Is
Remind
there
me to
still
tell
like
everyone that story sometime.
is there still purple moss on the ground, or is it like dissipated now that these things are dead?
It's like not just in the ground now, it's like in the air and on the wall. So it's not a carpet anymore. It's like a cloud that you guys are walking through that's slowly drifting down. Probably
Okay.
reminds Ode of the Fey Glade. No. Different
Hey.
colors there.
Ode, I think that this has some healing properties. Could you just lick one of the walls for us?
Take a deep breath. It smells like napalm.
I don't like floating spores, and I don't know what's gonna come of the stuff in this air, and I'm going to cast resistance on myself. Thank you.
Yes.
It's in the form of a face mask.
Yeah. Touche.
Lovely.
I don't have an M95, so
Oh.
Yeah, so there is the door on the opposite side. You are kind of pushing your way through this mist, and it kind of drifts away from you as you push through. You know, like any slight air current disturbs it.
I guess I'll go look at the next door just to give it a look.
Yep. Go
I'll
ahead.
walk through the room like this.
Yeah, just go ahead and make me a perception check as you get to that door.
Yeah. That's not a good one. That's not a good one at all. It didn't work. Hold on. There we
you
go. That's an 8.
Yeah, so you definitely see that there are some arcane glyphs about this door. It's definitely locked, but you don't know how thoroughly or to what extent.
Can I examine the arcane locks?
Sure. So you kind of seen what you can with a perception check. So now this is going to be a slight interaction, but you can do an Arcana check if you want. So the trade-off here is now that you're interacting with them on an arcane level, you might accidentally unlock it just by hitting the right combinations, but also interacting with it, if it's some sort of ward, might trigger it.
Okay. Am I still within my minute?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's a 16.
Okay. So, as you're interacting with this and trying to get a sense for what sort of wards are placed on here, you discover pretty quickly that these arcane wards are more potent than those that you have interacted with on the previous doors. And as you start to sift your way through, you feel like for a moment that maybe you got in a little too deep, a little bit too quickly, and you're about to trigger something. But at the last moment, a bit of inspiration strikes you, and you reach out with your mind, twist the sigils in just the right way, and the door's lock fades.
Okay.
Ooh.
AC 6 or DC 16, right on the nose. So
I pull out my monocle, and I think you've done something there, Felix.
I mean, all I did was talk to it.
That seems weird.
Yep, you think the door is unlocked now, but I'm not going to force their linguist to open it unless he wants to.
Oh no, I'm backing the hell away.
Anyone going to step up? If not, I will try to push it open with my 10-foot stick.
Yeah, I'll just kind of
Okay.
walk up. I'm a little. I walk up to the door a little unimpressed by walking into a room and then immediately getting covered in goo. Like, I was confused already that the party was so wholeheartedly fighting mushrooms. Now I'm like, okay, this is weird. Now I feel gross. Now it's like, yeah, sure, let's go to a different room.
Okay.
They say the door is unlocked, so I'm like, oh, okay, let's everyone like abandons the door, so I'm just confused. I'm just gonna go through.
Okay. All right. You push open the door, and on the far wall,
Please be a shower. Please be a shower.
yes, it is not a shower. I'll go ahead and tell you that.
Are you saying please be a shower out loud?
Actually, I'm saying out loud. I'm saying please be a bath.
Yes.
I will rub my hands together, and I'll hit him with like a Kamehameha prestidigitation blast.
It's like an air shower. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Uh,
Basically, it's just so much air that it just sprays the purple off of him.
yes. Awesome. There's a Cat in a Hat book about that.
Yeah.
So as you push open the door, you see that there is a single. This is a very small room, and on the opposite wall, you see a single sword mounted on the wall, and the blade is glowing with a pale light, and you see that there is a large sapphire embedded in its pommel.
I am peeking like underneath your armpits.
I want to follow too.
I'm gonna. I immediately like walk in. I didn't just like open the door and stand there. I walked in.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like looking to the left and right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, I just walked into a room and there's a magic sword on the wall. I feel like this is a trap. And I was like, I'm just kind of like, this is probably like the one time there isn't a trap. But I'm just like, no, there's definitely a trap. So I'm just immediately looking around like.
Yep.
It might be a trap, but it's a beautiful trap. So we should try to figure out how to disarm that trap.
As you walk in, Alex, expecting or anticipating a trap, the sword rises off the mount.
Nope.
And it inverts.
Come to mama.
It inverts now, blade up, and it hangs there in space.
Somebody has to grab that sword.
I feel very drawn to it.
I am tempted, but I'm back here.
I have no clue how to use a sword, so I'm gonna
I just got out of your
I'm gonna
way.
digress.
I just got out of your way.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Alex.
I am peeping hard at it though.
I guess I'll. If I don't see anything around me, then yeah, I guess I'll just be like, well, I guess I have to walk towards it.
Okay.
There's nowhere else to walk.
It kind of, as you walk towards it, it kind of tips the blade towards you, and if it was in someone's hand, you would feel as if they were telling you don't come any closer, sort of a thing.
Hmm. My night senses are tingling.
My
Is
shiny
there not
senses are
anything
tingling.
else in the
It
room
is
at all?
it
Either
is
like
literally the mount on the wall and this sword. Like this room was set aside specifically for this blade.
I feel like you may be thinking this through too much.
Well, it seems like it's challenging me, so I will draw my blade and accept its challenge.
Awesome. Roll initiative.
Son of.
Clear. So go ahead and yeah, there you go.
Oh, I need to select my character. I had my character. Did it work?
Try one more time.
Oh, that's right. I gotta hit it over
Hey, awesome. Okay. So we,
here. Jesus.
gosh. Okay.
Just in case.
Yes, everybody's like, we got. We're not.
But to be clear, though, when I draw my sword, I do like the whole curtsy and all that, like I was, in like an honorable duel sort of setting.
Absolutely. Okay.
Hey, Zach, it didn't throw me into
Okay, no problem.
turn tracker.
You're a 16. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm also really excited about this because I rolled a 25.
Gimme.
Okay. So Cornelius, you got a 16, and we'll figure out. I'll let you guys know where the sword is once it's his turn. Okay. It's not really a 0. So actually, I bet I could do. Never mind. Don't. Alex, with a natural 20, 25, as you surge towards this sword, are you going ahead and just kind of like swipe at it, like steel on steel
Yes.
sort of a thing? Okay. Go ahead and make a attack roll however you would like.
That work?
Yes.
Mhm.
Obviously, I'm swinging two-handed. 14. Does that hit?
A 14. So as you swing, indeed, as you bring your sword forward, it brings, and it's a smaller sword, but it brings whoever it is or whatever it is brings it up, and you clash against each other. You feel the reverberation up your arm, but you can't tell quite if you did any damage to it or not. It's a complicated thing to ascertain, but you are definitely in a spout with this thing.
Right. Well, in case to give it audience perspective, I would have rolled a 7 on damage if we're talking about. Well, I guess it's Schrodinger's damage at this point. But...
Perfect. Okay. Schrodinger's damage is the perfect way to describe it. Yep. Erica, you see through everybody else, maybe you see a conflict between your paladin and a sword.
Yeah, I'll stay back here, see what happens.
Okay. Cornelius.
Cornelius is looking at it. He's like, "Oh, I thought that this was treasure. I didn't realize that this thing was going to attack me." And I will cast Ray of Frost.
Okay. We get a little bit of a music going. We don't need a lot, but we can do a little bit.
And I hit it with 22.
Okay, 22 absolutely hits. And with Ray of Frost, that's 5 points of cold damage. So you see indeed that as you impact this blade, it like crystallizes with ice for a minute, and then it swipes it aside, clashes itself against the wall, and all the ice shatters. Kate, it is your turn.
I would like. I'm gonna reach forward
Mm-hmm.
and touch Ode and give him resistance.
Okay, awesome. So, Alex, you will get a.
And,
Go ahead.
oh, and then I'm gonna back off a little bit.
Okay. Alex, you will get an extra D4 if you need to do any saving throws on this turn. But it is now. Move this guy up here. Is now the sword's turn. So the sword does a little flourish, knocking the rest of the ice off of itself, and then we'll try to slip around your paladin Ode's defenses, and we'll take a swing. So that is a 21 to hit the paladin.
Yeah, I think that'll hit.
Okay, and you feel it cut through and deal 4 points of slashing damage to you.
Ow.
Yes. Then we are at Felix.
So I'm going to say, I think I'll let you handle this, and then I will cast Wave of Protection.
Okay.
So that gives you an extra 2 AC to the next to you before the next time you're hit, or
Yep.
until you're hit once.
Yep. Okay.
It would also affect Kate as well, but
Okay. Awesome. Back up to the top. Oh, what are you up to?
I will swing again.
All right. So with a 16, you slam into it again and again. It seems to catch. Again, you're the only thing to target is the sword itself. But as you swing into it, it seems to catch it and deflect most of your blow. Once more. It's not that you're ineffective. It's simply that it seems to be anticipating you. Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
Sword.
Yeah.
I will let the viewers know that I deal 5 Schrodinger's damage.
Okay. Lovely. It's always disappointing when they show you the D8 damage and the D10 damage on roll 20, and you see that you did less damage with two-handed than you would have done with one. Okay, Erica. Sorry, Aelin, is your turn.
So it looks like he's not really getting through.
Mm-hmm.
So mentally in my mind, I don't think I'm going to get through either.
Okay.
So I will wait here.
Okay. Cornelius.
When I attacked with ice last time, I know it froze over, but he banged it off. Did I see that might have hurt it or not? Or
You know, it's really hard to tell with the sword. Go ahead and make just a quick make a perception check for me.
Oop, that's not great.
7. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I mean, you definitely froze it for a second, but it's hard to tell what that did.
Okay. I am going to sort of step up into the room, and I'll hit it with the Ray of Frost again.
Okay. That's another 7 points.
Mm-hmm.
So 23 to hit for 7 points of cold damage. Again, you see ice, this time more, forming more on the blade.
Stay cold.
Yes. Kate, it's still coated in ice when it comes to your turn.
I would like to cast Detect Good and Evil.
Okay. Sounds good
In the
to me.
direction of the and how close am I? I'm within 30 feet of the sword, so
Okay.
if it's a aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead, I should be able to know what it is that's holding the sword.
Okay. So you cast your spell, and you don't detect any sort of aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, other than your celestial buddy behind you.
Okay, I'm gonna tell my party Like, hey, this is something that probably has like a invisibility cloak or some kind of thing on it.
Okay. Lovely. It is the sword's turn again, and again it will. It seems to maybe do its flourish a little bit less than it was doing before, but it like it's cutting to the chase now, and it will try to swing again. Does a 14 hit you?
It does not.
It does not. Okay, so you are managed to bring your sword up in time, parry that. Um, it is Felix's turn.
I will kind of judge what he's doing. See that Thomas had some effect with the coldness, and I will say, okay, let's try this again. And I will again cast. I will again cast Toll the Dead.
Okay, that is a Wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll this with dice because you guys maybe some of you maybe don't know what this thing is. So that is a 5 minus 3, so that is a 2. Go ahead and do your damage.
Okay. Am I rolling a 1d8 or a 1d12?
You are rolling a d12.
Okay, I didn't know if it actually took damage or not before.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
That's 8 damage.
Okay, absolutely. So as this bell rings, the ice on this blade shatters, and the sword itself clashes to the floor with a clang.
2 for 2.
Ode, you look down, and it still is glowing, but it is not active anymore.
Now you grab it. It's magical.
All right, yeah, I guess why not? I'll pick it up. The fight seems to be over.
Okay.
Obviously, by the handle or whatever. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, by the blade. Yeah, you just grasp it like.
just gonna grab it by the sharpest point.
Yes. So
In my face.
you pick it up, and so I'll tell you on my end. I'll tell you how I do magic items. I will tell you what it does, but I will not tell you if it's cursed or not. If you want to cast Identify on something that you don't know anything about and you want to know more about it, then you can do that. But I'll tell you something about it just so you don't have to wait. That's typically how I do this. This is called a Short Sword of the Watchman. And I will try to post into your chat. Yes, it worked. Perfect. So, for those watching at home, Short Sword of the Watchman is a rare weapon. It is a short sword, of course, and while being held, this magical sword grants the bearer a +1 to all perception investigation checks, and it does not require attunement.
Nice. Somebody should put that thing on their belt.
Alright, it's a little small for me, so I'll turn to one of the smaller people and be like, "Any takers? Here's a magic sword."
I take a look at it, and while he grabbed it by the hilt, I have no proficiency in swords, and I do like the opposite. He starts to hand it to me, and I sort of grab with my palm down, like to grab the blade from him, and I'm like, "This isn't for me."
Well,
Oh, it's
well, I
really-
was handed it to you hilt first, so.
Oh, okay. Then when you said that, I pictured you saying, like, "I'll take it by the sharpest spot," and taking the sword and just bringing your hand down on the point.
Well, if you don't want it, I could totally take it. I'm fond of short swords.
Doesn't work for me. It's like, I don't know what to do with this thing, and I do a couple figure 8 swings.
I
become
look
deadly close to
terrified.
getting-
You
We
spell.
all
become
look
really
like
close
horror.
to taking off
You start
the
to.
bottom half of my beard.
You start to spell Cornelius in the air with the sword, like a sparkler, like see.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So, Aelin, it is rare because it does not require attunement. It does not give you a plus to any attack rolls or damage, just to
Sure.
the investigation. But it does count as magical. So
Cool.
keep that in mind if there's any creatures that you fight that have damage resistance. Magic
Hey,
person.
hey, Zach.
Yep.
How does the root of essence work?
So the root.
Is that an action to take the root of essence?
Great question. So let me just go ahead and post that into the chat as well.
Because I
But
was debating on it in the middle of that last fight, and I didn't want
it does
to
take an
derail. Okay.
Yep, it does take an action. Root of Essence is restores one spell slot of up to second level.
Okay.
And the text of it is there in Roll20. For those of you watching at home, Root of Essence, wondrous item, uncommon. Eating this root restores one spell slot of second level of your choosing. If you have no spent spell slots, the root does nothing. So just snacking on it makes you feel a bit more magically, but it doesn't give you extra spell slots.
It gives you magical poops.
Yes. It's like vitamins.
Yeah.
You only get what you need, and the rest is just passed right through.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. I just wanted to let you guys know that I didn't know if we were hurting it at all. So my next choice was to run up, jump, and wrap it in my blanket and see if we could just wrestle it to the ground.
Steve
I thought
Irwin.
you were gonna pull your stick out.
I thought it was going to be time for the 10-foot stick.
I was
Yeah.
literally going to just try to. My whole action was going to be trying to just encase it in my blanket.
That was an animated sword, by the way, for those of you
Nice.
who may not have known. So, yep. An animated sword that is a magic sword. Flying sword, I guess, is what they're technically called now, but...
Yeah, I didn't know what it was going to be when it was sticking in the wall, but I figured it might be either good or bad.
That's a good guess.
I thought it was going to be really good or really bad, so it was a little bit of both.
Uh-huh.
That's why Al was so excited. He rolled a 25 in initiative because he was like, "I've read about these. Yeah, this is exciting. This is adventure stuff right here."
Yes. He's like, oh, swords that move. Okay. You've cleared this room, and just for the sake of efficiency here, you give the room a once over. You guys have all been in here a bit now, and you're confident that you're not missing any secret doors or anything like that.
Right. Well, should we head back? Try the door on the right.
Agreed.
Okay. This door, as mentioned before, is also locked, and your linguist was able to ascertain that it is an arcane lock. So, you can try it with thieves' tools, or you can try it with an arcana check.
Which door are we talking about? The one that we just came through, or
The one in room 6 heading south.
That one right there.
Yeah,
The right
Okay.
door.
yes.
You want me to look it over real quick? Again? These are pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just do it.
Okay. You feel great.
Yeah, I am feeling kind of confident at this
Yeah.
point. I mean, it might be in a bad way, but I'm feeling kind of confident at this point. 22.
Yeah, there's a reason you feel confident. So these locks are just snapping at this point. Yep, you're good to go. That one is unlocked.
So I will do that, and then I will just back up.
awesome.
All right. I guess
I
I
look
can.
like the... Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. I'll like step up to the door frame and look in first.
Absolutely. Okay. Let's get rid of this. So as you walk in, or as you take a look in, not walking in, you see a large circular room. It has a much, much larger, massive, like ball of roots that have kind of spilled into this area. And these are, I mean, immediately your eyes would be drawn to this. They are speckled with blue.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
So like the
yeah.
earlier
Okay.
ones.
Yes.
And you said that they were bald, like clumped up, not like kind of coming out from the ceiling and the
Yeah,
walls.
just coming
Yeah.
straight from the ceiling, like a big cluster punched through, and then it's just started
Okay.
to grow in a mass right here in the center area.
I'm sure other people with dark vision can like look over my shoulder and see this as well. There's a lot more.
Or
Well,
what?
Blue roots.
and
Uh,
I will take
Oh.
my 10-foot stick and sort of tap Aolin on the shoulder. I'm like, and I sort of try to pass it up.
you want me to poke it?
Yeah, I think that's how we're supposed to adventure, right? If we don't know what it is, you poke it with a stick so you don't get in trouble. I've heard
That's what
tons
blind
of
men
stories
do.
about this. I've heard tons of stories about how my aunts and my uncles and my mom and my dad and everything would take this stick and it would save them from trouble.
Did they teach you that at the school for the blind?
I will. Cornelius starts to get frustrated. He starts huffing. If you guys only knew the stories of the school that I was taught at.
I say I know nothing of schools, only private tutors.
Right. Well, I guess to cooperate to make him feel better. Mostly, I'll take the 10-foot pole and like run it on the ground until I can meet a
Yep.
root.
Absolutely. So as you start to run it along the ground towards this root, trying to keep your distance, in fact, the root ball kind of starts to like uncluster from itself
Quick
and
Quick
off.
recoil.
Okay, absolutely. And now you see like the whole room, like there's all these tendrils and sections of it just kind of floating in the air again, like it's underwater or something. Is kind of the feeling that you get, but the room is just covered in these things at this point.
And now you see why we use the stick. You didn't have to do it with your hand.
Good call. I'll hand it back to you.
Collapse it down to its 5-foot version and stick it back through my backpack.
Very proud.
And
I am. I was huffing and puffing, but now I'm sort of like, chest is out. Excited.
All right. Well,
I think this is our only option, right? We don't have another way
Yeah.
out, so.
we kind of know what these guys do.
You are welcome to, as a reminder, you're welcome to go back in and turn the room again if you don't like this option.
I think we don't want to leave things at our backside, do we? Friendos?
no, I don't like leaving things behind. Let's take care of it.
All right.
Yeah.
So
With yeah.
Do
if
we-
you
are
want,
we,
yeah, go for
Are
it.
we afraid of this thing, or are we thinking that we can get past it, or do you think we need to long range attack it from here? Those
I don't-
mushrooms are pretty scary.
I don't do long range.
That's fair.
I think I have used both my spell slots, and I either need some of that root of essence or a little bit of a rest before we tackle too much.
You need.
I'm not so worried about this one. I think we got this one.
Yeah,
I'm ready when you all are. Whenever that is.
I'm willing to try.
Okay, I guess we run in and start bashing at it.
Lovely.
Ode, let's go.
Love
Okay.
it.
All right. If you're going to run in and attack, let's have an initiative roll. We're getting through all the fights in the first half of this.
Boom.
That's great. So let me pull up the initiative roll tracker real quick here, and clear everything. So give me half a second. Clear. Okay. Now you're good to roll thine initiative.
Make up for
Oh.
that one I had earlier.
It didn't register mine for some reason.
No problem. I'll add you to the list.
Nice, I registered mine that time.
Let's see, Felix. Add. Then we'll just put root. Add. And Felix, you had a 14. So you are.
Wait.
Let's see. Let's go here. Descending. Okay. All right. And we'll get the roots when the roots are ready. So, Erica. I'm sorry. Aelin.
Yep.
You are up first.
All right.
Who is this Erica the voice is speaking about?
It's my
Alter
middle
ego.
name.
Yes. Erica.
I'll head in first as I want to do,
Okay.
and I'll try the two short swords. Yeah, main hand and offhand.
Okay. Go for it. And
Main hand 22.
22 hits.
All right, 8 points of piercing damage, and then the offhand is an 18 to hit.
18 to hit also hits.
That's a 2 points of piercing.
Okay. Awesome. So as you start to carve into this thing, all of the root sections start to swirl and hiss like 1,000 snakes all around you. And quickly, the rest of you who are outside of this room, your blood hunter disappears in a swirling mass of vegetation. Kate, it is Claire's turn.
I am going to shoot at it with my crossbow.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
15 to hit,
15 to hit, absolutely.
4 piercing.
4 piercing. Okay. So you unload into it, and it's like for every tentacle that you guys shear off, 2 more take its place. Not really. It's not a Hydra. But there's enough that it feels that way. Yep. So now it is Tom's turn, or Cornelius.
Cornelius Thomas is going to come running in. He's going to stand back ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to go ahead and throw a bolt from my crossbow, I think, because I also am out of spell slots.
Okay.
And has a 12 to hit.
12 to hit, I think. A 12 just misses. It does.
Sad.
Yep. It's gonna be yuck.
I will go ahead and take no bonus. Have it. Thank you.
Okay. It is the cluster's turn.
Oh no.
So it is going to roll its attack. You see one massive root kind of rise up in front of your Shatterkai elf and then slam down onto it for a 25 to hit. For a 3d6 plus 4 damage, 13 points of damage.
I'm down.
Okay. So we'll make a little mark there.
Retreat, so fast, retreat.
Get me out.
So we'll put a little red mark on your character just to note that you are unconscious and bleeding out, not dead. That was the root's turn. We are now at Felix.
Yeah. Do I see her go down, or is she in the roots?
You see, like, in a swirl, you probably can catch sight of her body just kind of laying there in brief glimpses.
Okay. Well, I would, help, but I can't. So, instead, what I'm going to do is just try and hit it again.
Okay.
And I'm going to yell really loud. I'm going to yell, 3 for 3! And I'm going to cast Toll the Dead.
Okay. It is injured already, so this is going to be a wisdom save, right? Yep.
Yes.
See if it works. There we go. 14.
It just succeeds.
Okay, that is a no-go. Ode, it is
2
your.
for
You are
3.
up.
All right. Can I see what's going on in there?
Absolutely.
Back there?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's a big enough creature that you can definitely tell your allies are getting walloped by it.
And
And
I'm
you
like,
hear a giant.
2.5 feet tall.
Yeah, and you hear just.
The
Yeah.
picture is that Aolin ran in, pulled out both swords, swung twice, and
Yep.
instantly fell.
Yeah.
All right. Shoot, there's not much I can do except charge at this point.
I love it.
And we will swing. Ah, jeez, an 11.
An 11. An 11 is just going to miss. Now, keep in mind, I think some of you guys
And I
have.
rolled max damage on the
Oh
freaking damage.
gosh,
Oh.
this is the worst part of Roll20 right there. It shows you what you missed out on. Don't forget, I think some
Finally
of you
didn't
have
roll a 1 on
inspiration.
damage.
Yeah, it's a shame. I think Tyler has inspiration still, if I remember right. So yeah. Okay, that was Alex. Erica, could you make me a death save?
Yes, I sure can.
Okay,
No.
that is
One good.
one to the positive. Okay, Clara.
Can I reach?
Erica.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no, just because you have Tom in the way, or yeah, Cornelius in the way. It's gonna be
Okay.
hard to reach through him.
Alright, I'm gonna move forward, shove past him,
Mm-hmm.
get within touching reach, but on the far side
Mm-hmm.
of our little planties,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna spare the dying.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're
There you go.
welcome.
Stabilized. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Thomas, that's how clerics work.
Ooh, that hurts.
Some
Okay.
cross game, cross game shade being thrown right there.
Yes.
Cool.
I will go ahead and note for Tom and Kate that you are definitely within reach of this sucker where you are right now. So
Oh no.
it definitely seems as you have stayed there now, you see that portions of this root can reach out and extend far enough out to touch you. But it is Cornelius's turn.
Cornelius is going to climb underneath this thing. And the only thing he says is hero time. And he pull.
This is a bad Power Ranger.
Yep. And he's up underneath this thing, and he is going to just cast Ray of Frost up into the ball of.
Oh gosh. Okay. Awesome.
Into the ball of roots.
Nope. No, you're not.
Nope. Yeah, just fire in, and it just gets lost. This little icicle just gets lost in this cluster. It goes away. Okay, Root's turn. Oh, let's see. It's got Tom. It's got Cornelius. It's got Odin. It's got Clara. Let's roll the dice here. I typically wouldn't do this, but this is not a sentient being, so it's gonna be
I'm gonna close my eyes like
Tom,
a child.
it's you. Tom, it's you.
Like a child. If it can't hit me if my eyes are closed.
That's fair.
Yeah, because then you're invisible.
I'm going to give you an opportunity here, Cornelius. Did you mean to say that you laid down underneath this creature and fired up, or did you say that you just went underneath this creature and fire up?
I thought it was coming from the ceiling, so I'm
It is.
standing.
Perfect. I just wanted to make sure because I didn't want to.
Make
It would have
you
been.
prone.
Yeah.
I didn't even know if I said I laid down. I just was thinking that I just went up and under, and I just went.
Okay, that's fine. No problem. No problem. Okay, so here is the attack. 16.
Ugh.
Okay.
Ugh. It's-
Slam.
And he's down.
13 points of damage.
Definitely down.
Okay.
How many?
No, that's a third. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Good thing I'm close enough to touch you.
One more point and I would be insta dead.
I am terrified. But also, you guys went through this dungeon backwards, so this part of the dungeon backwards, so I don't feel too bad. Okay.
One more point and I'm insta dead.
Yeah.
If that hits 14.
Yeah. No. It's 13. All right. Felix, it is your turn.
Three for three.
You missed one.
3 for 4.
3 for 3.
You hear the unconscious body say.
I just need a wisdom save.
Okay. Let's see what happens with a wisdom save. They shouldn't. 17.
Son of a gun.
Yep. It's a stout fellow. Okay. Guys, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
It's fine.
I don't think
It's
we're gonna
okay.
have a
If we TPK, we'll get set back down again, right?
well, we're not gonna get a TPK because Felix is not going anywhere near this thing.
Not going anywhere near it.
All right, Ode, it is your turn.
Alright, I will just continue with the momentum from my last attack and
Run away. Run away.
Run, Forrest.
no, I'm critting this time.
Well, let's see
You
it.
know, hit it hard.
That's absolutely.
16.
That'll
Hit
hit.
it for 8 damage.
8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, with that hit, you guys are definitely you cleave through a good section of this cluster. It's still definitely up and still definitely a threat, but you're doing some damage.
It's just raining down branches
Yeah.
onto my body.
Yeah. Aelin, I need another. No, you're stabilized.
Nope,
You're fine.
I'm chilling.
You're
Just get
chill.
me.
Yep. Okay. Clara.
I'm gonna touch Corny, give him a spare the dying.
Okay,
Corny.
you will need to move closer to do that.
Oh, no problem.
Okay.
Run away.
I'll go right there.
Okay. You're
I'm
kind of
like-
standing over the body of.
One over
one.
me.
Yeah.
I'm
I
trying
can't contest. It's fine.
Hold on.
Yeah.
There.
There you go. Okay.
There's a lot of
Alright.
red dots showing up.
Yeah, there's a lot of red dots. Okay. But they are now stabilized. Tom, go ahead. Well, actually, you know what? With the stabilize, I need both Aelin and Cornelius to go ahead and roll a d20 for me, because you could still roll a 20. Ooh, very close on
Nice.
both.
Both
Very
very
close on
good,
both.
but-
Yeah. So out of luck. Okay. Now it is the root's turn. I feel really bad. This is gonna be on
Yes.
This is gonna be on Alex. On Ode. Ode, what is your AC? Not that it matters, but I'm curious.
I'm assuming I'm not still under the effect of that spell or anything, right?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Alright, should be 16? Yeah, 16.
Okay. So there's a half chance it misses. There you go. It missed.
Nice.
So yeah, Ode is finally getting to be the hero he wants to be.
Just don't tell him he's not.
This
Yeah.
is two. This is a whole day of heroism.
Yes. Okay.
Advanced heroism.
That is all it gets to do on its turn is one attack. So Felix.
I'm going to say, yeah, I need you to die now
Do it again. Okay.
and do it again.
14.
Oh, God.
Block nuggets.
Yeah, and I guess, yeah, Alex, it is Ode's turn.
Keeps swinging.
Okay.
This is your crit. This is the crit you called.
It is.
Still a hit. Still a hit.
Nice.
7 more though.
7 points of damage.
Okay. So 21 with the long sword. You cut in, and now you're starting to get to the heart of this thing. And the central mass is now visible, and you know that just a few more swipes into that, and hopefully this thing will
You bet. You better Death Star this thing and send the missile straight into the center.
Yeah. Okay. Aelin, go ahead and make a d20 roll for me.
Sure.
Nope. Clara, go ahead and make whatever you would like.
I want to hit it with my hammer.
Okay.
Am I close enough? or do
You
I
are
have to move?
you're absolutely close enough. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Ooh. So
Dang it.
so with a 12, it is pissed at you, and you bring your hammer, and one of these tendrils reaches out and just wraps around your arm and kind of holds it in place, catching it before you can bring it down. That is Claire's turn. Cornelius, go ahead and make me a d20 roll. Okay, nope. With a 10, that is a no-go. The root comes up again.
Oh no.
It stays on Ode. Which is probably for the best, let's be honest.
Not really. At the minimum, damage will drop me.
Yeah, maybe.
But
I've taken a lot of damage so
Cleric.
far.
Fair enough. An 8. The benefit,
Yeah.
though, is that you have a pretty decent AC, so it's got to get through your defenses before it can drop you.
Well, I mean, it has like, gosh, what are the numbers? Again, let's see, it's got a +6 to attack. So that means,
A little bit of
so it has a
50.
50% chance of hitting me at any
Yeah.
given point in time.
Yes.
So it's just a coin flip at this point.
Yep. Coin flip twice in your favor, though, with an 8 now. So you guys are surviving. Felix, it is your turn.
Yeah. I'm like, this has got to work sometime, and do it again.
Okay.
Getting that 20.
The
You have a better chance than not.
It failed.
Ooh.
It failed.
D12.
1. 1.
Oh.
Oh,
not good.
no.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. It's still up. Ode, can you bring it down? It's possible, maybe?
Now that I see, the moment I see that it's got some kind of squishy part on the inside exposed, I just immediately thrust for it.
Okay. Ooh.
And
It
dang
is.
I missed.
It is a hardcore no, allowing you access to that core. Okay. Are you happy staying where you're at? Just double checking.
Yeah.
Okay. Aelin, d20 roll for me.
Rolling.
No.
Nope.
Clara,
She
Oh.
had to run family first
Yeah.
stuff.
no problem.
So I am going to roll her hammer again for her.
Okay, no problem.
So it's a +7, I think, is what it's been showing.
Perfect.
So
So that is going to miss. Okay. Cornelius, you go ahead and roll.
I am going to roll for my getting up from the ground. Also 2 in a row.
Okay. Nope, nope, nope. Boop, boop, boop. Gosh. Okay. Now it's going to go on Clara. Of course, she's gone. So let's see what happens. Clara has a pretty high AC, though, I think. So she has a chance.
Ooh.
Gross. 15 points of damage.
She's good.
She's down.
Definitely.
Definitely down. Felix, what can you do?
I gotta try and kill it again. I really don't have anything else, guys.
Yeah, it's you guys are running low.
I have a spell slot and it's gone.
Okay. Yep. I promise you guys can level up after this if you survive. Okay, so here we go. 13 fails. Right?
Hey, I hit
There you
it.
go. There you go.
Come on.
Oh, see if
Big
I...
numbers, big numbers. 2.
No.
Oh my gosh. You guys are so close. So close. Okay. That was Felix. Ode, can you get it?
Please.
All right, it repelled my last thrust attack, so I'm going to come off of that, use the momentum of being repelled to just slash with all my might.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Okay.
Oh no.
This is getting scary.
This is fantastic.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Go ahead, Aelin.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope.
Clara.
Do you want
Uh,
to roll, or do you want me to roll for her?
A death save.
Oh yeah, I'll go ahead. There you
I
go.
got a 19. I passed.
Good.
Okay.
Wow.
Uh,
Almost got a nat 20.
go ahead and roll for yourself too, Cornelius.
4.
Okay. No. Okay. So down, down, down. The the disappointing part of this. Well, we'll get to that. Okay. Let's swing one more time. Fail.
Yes.
Felix.
Kill it,
We're gonna roll again.
I'm gonna
Holy
kill it.
jeez.
You might. Nope.
Kill it.
It saves.
I'm
Oh
not
my
gonna kill it.
God.
Okay. That was Felix. Ode.
I'm going
hero,
to.
hero.
At this point, I believe I'm exhausted and frustrated, so I'm going to yell, "Die, you bastard," and swing again.
There you go.
17, 6 points of damage.
Okay, so yes, die you bastard. You swing in and just cleave this thing from the ceiling.
Finally.
Oh, my hand's on.
Oh no, all I did was cut it loose.
Yes.
It's
now,
free
now
now.
it's crawling around. Yes, it can move around at will. No. Yep. It crumples, and let's put an X on it. Let's stay in initiative though, because we do have Clara who is down and dying.
We got this.
Oh no.
That was
Clara, you have one death success.
you have one death success.
Okay.
Aelin,
It's her turn.
go ahead and make a roll. No go. Clara, go ahead and make a death save for me. Just roll a d20.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
No, so 1 and 1. Probably going to be all right, but we'll see. Cornelius.
Still down.
Okay.
Right.
Give her a medicine check.
Felix. You are
I'm going to run in and pour a potion in her mouth.
okay.
Uh,
Go ahead and roll that if you want to, Felix.
Oh yeah. I don't.
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, I didn't know if my roll 20 would do it. She got 6 healing points.
Okay. So everyone is either stabilized or alive now. It is 10:45, so I think this is a really good time to take our little intermission break. We'll let our players take a breath, and we'll come back here in just a few minutes.
Cornelius and Aelin, hours of sleep before they come around. Isn't it if they stabilize, it's like a d4 roll for hours before you wake up, correct?
Yeah.
I think that's how
Yeah.
how it works.
All right. We'll see you guys in just a bit, and enjoy the slideshow with all the character art while we're
It's
gone here.
fantastic.
And we're back.
We're all alive.
You're all alive. Unfortunately, no. It'd suck if we were 2 sessions in and we had to remake a party.
Yeah, but it would also be if this made it unbelievably fantastic that it was just like one person left hitting at it.
Yes, that's the thing, right? Is Felix would have just been able to grind it basically from range until it dropped. So
Yeah, I would have killed it, but I may have lost some of you.
I would assume it would have to start slamming us if Ode went down.
If it was even he said it was a non-intelligent creature, so if it would have been even aware that someone was lying unconscious down there, it may
Well,
just
yeah,
go
they
like,
could have still hit
"Oh,
me.
something's moving around, touching my tentacles. I better attack it." On the other hand, something's just laying on the ground. It may just go, "There's something there that's not the flat floor that once was. Oh well, grow around
There's
it."
a snake in my boot.
So, you guys definitely did a short rest. You can definitely have that. You let me, and then you guys leveled up, so you get the hit points from leveling up. So if that brings you awake, right? And I'll let you guys determine if you want to try to long rest from there.
I'm rolling my hit points, by the way.
How do
Except
we
I gotta
do that one?
I gotta roll the right dice. That would be important.
That is the right dice for you, isn't it? I thought you had the bard dice.
Yeah, that's right.
Here it is, short rest.
Are we short resting or are we long resting, guys?
No idea.
Long.
Go ahead and
Yeah,
just do
let's-
long.
Long.
Okay,
Can we peek down the hallway at least? Like this opens up
Yeah.
into
sure.
an
Let's go
area
into
you can
the-
at least leave your eyes to look down the hallway either way.
Or should we go into the rotating room?
I guess that doesn't hurt. There's only one entrance or exit.
Yeah, the rotating room would be the best place to go.
Sure.
I agree.
Okay. Definitely move all your characters into the rotating room, and then you guys will take a long rest. Give me half a second here to make sure that nothing bad happens during a long rest, which would be the worst, I'm not going to lie.
Why can I not move my token?
The walls you have to go through where you can walk.
Oh, I see. Okay. I tried dragging it through the walls, and I'm just like, that's not happening.
Yeah. How about
Hey, I
just-
gotta learn a new spell.
That'll work. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. So. As you guys are taking your long rest, you start to see some of the acid that starts
Oh
to
no.
seep from the upper area. So let me do a count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I do not like that.
So it's not a quick moving thing, but this is going to be the worst. The room that you guys are in starts to slowly fill. It takes so it starts. You start to see it like dripping down the stairs about 4 hours into your long rest, and by the time you get to about 5 hours, like it's like this steady stream pooling down the stairs.
It's time to finish this thing. Get the heck out.
Agreed.
You're not in any danger of it, like this isn't going to be like Titanic where all of a sudden the room just explodes with acid pouring in from all sides.
Dibs on the door.
Yeah. But you do get the feeling that you might have to move out of this area before your 8 hours are complete.
Okay.
Do you think we could, just by perception, do you think could we move into area 6?
Yeah, that should work. If that's what you want to do.
Seems like a good option as any.
Yep.
Okay. So go ahead and move yourselves, and I will go ahead and draw some gross sludge.
Oh no.
I'll move myself in a second. I'm sorry, I'm working on.
Oh, you're fine. I'll move you guys. That's fine. I know no
I
one
gotta
is.
I gotta put my new class feature in, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
hard.
Yeah. Go. It's all good. I'll just go ahead and keep drawing the acid because that's what's gonna matter. So this is not like, obviously it's not like submerged in acid. It doesn't have that much time. But it could do that.
Slowly pouring it down those steps.
Yep. And it is definitely coating this room now.
I make it a point to close the doors behind us.
Okay. There you go. You get the rest of your long rest at that point.
Awesome. So, we need to explore what we want to explore and try to figure out a way to get out of this, fellows. Because this is no bueno.
Indeed.
No bueno. So,
Oops, ignore that.
You're good.
so once we're done, I will come out here and look back up and down the hallway.
Okay. Show that for the people at home. I'll show them our map. So as you come back out there and you look down the hallway, let me pull up some description. So as you look down that way with your dwarven eyes, you can see that there's these little alcoves dotted down this hallway. And you can ascertain, there's the one close by, and then you can maybe start to see another one on further out, that there are little alcoves bearing stone knights. Not full-size knights, but maybe like 4 foot tall. And then there's also another doorway to your west. There's a little alcove with a knight there, and then you see that there's a little room to the right down that passage.
I think we need to be hot foot, whatever way we want to go. I don't like leaving a bunch of stuff that we haven't looked at behind us, but I also don't like bathing in acid.
Yeah, it's typically not the kind of baths I like to take, so...
Yeah. So which way do you guys want to go? Left or right?
Give me.
Well, where are we at that we're deciding left or right?
Where my character
Okay, up
is.
here, okay. I was about to say, I was like, wait a minute, didn't left go in? Okay, but yeah.
I mean, we fought our way to this thing. Let's see what's beyond it.
Yes,
yeah,
at least quickly. We saw, I'm assuming that DM, we saw about how fast, we are judging how fast the acid was moving. And we know that it's not just going to Titanic behind us.
So we have a second to at least, we should scout out like 20 feet down each hallway. And
Does it all look level? Or does it seem like it's going uphill in any way?
Nope, it looks all level. And Alex, Ode, if you want to, you can definitely scout out 20 feet in both directions. And you do see the one, it just to the east, it continues to curve northward. And to the west, you see that there is a small room with a winding staircase that leads down.
Gotcha. Okay, so
I will.
do we want to take 20 minutes and something and walk down this north hallway and see if we have to come back?
I mean, if we go the long hallway, and we don't know what's that way. We could end up getting stuck behind acid. Yeah, it could be a dead end.
We could. But I'd assume. But can I give you a perception roll, DM, and see what I think of how long it would be before. It's not very good.
It's you
But
guys
how
have,
long it'd be.
you guys have rested for 8 hours, so you've kind of seen how it trickles through. Um, you if you take another rest, it may start to fill up that door, that room behind you, but it took 8 hours to get where it was. So you probably have enough time to explore, again, assuming like Ode said that you don't get stuck somewhere. You have time to explore quite a bit before it seeps through.
Well, I think if we move on the stairs, it's just going to take us further into our goal. But if we go back, then, we may find something beneficial, maybe negative. I think we should just go on the stairs. We know it's going to take us deeper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we may run into another one of some kind of giant plant thing and just get trapped. Or
Yeah, we got to focus on the goal. I say we take the stairs.
Okay. You could definitely take the stairs. Awesome.
there we go.
I'm gonna take 2 steps this way. I'm just gonna look this way before we go down.
Mm-hmm. You can definitely. I mean, you guys definitely can. You have a half a second, and you see that it just continues to curve. And if you look down, you can see that there's another doorway at the end there. But
Gotcha.
you would have to explore further. That door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to split the party or anything. I just wanted to see if there was anything in that hallway that we were directly leaving mid our backs.
Absolutely. Yep. Okay. And you guys know this is your prerogative. As long as you come back with the bones, they're not going to question you. Okay. Let's group. I'm going to group everyone together, and we're going to move on to a new map.
Yay.
So, bear with us. If you guys can't see the entirety of the map, we will fix it, or the reasonable portion of the map, I should say. Okay. You all come back. Come down into 19. I love how random you guys are working through this dungeon.
The and panda.
Oh.
Yeah, we getting your completion achievement. No trophy for you.
Come on now. Pace. 20 is being problematic. I'm going to refresh.
Well, you got to remember that I don't think Roll20 was meant D community to all of a sudden start playing.
Yeah.
Yep.
True.
Yep. It's not.
The entire. I'm sure. I know it brought a bunch of older players into Roll20 for the first time.
Definitely.
Okay. So
Yeah.
while we're on
Roll20
rolled,
really, and then a random.
we're waiting on it to load because it may or may not.
Roll20's like fighting back.
It's so back. It's in the stairs, and before you even get to the stairs, you see that I would assume, because she's been leading the way so far, that either Aelin or maybe Ode are leading the charge here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Or
sounds
both.
about right.
Or both.
Yeah.
Okay. You get to close to the bottom, and you see that same purple moss is coating the floor of this room.
Great.
Yep.
And I miss. Is there a way I'm assuming there's no way to sidestep around it.
Not
I-
that you can see. Again, it hasn't moved. It isn't moving up towards you, but you see that it kind of coats this room like before.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Gotcha.
hopefully this will work. I'm going to move you to the next page.
Poke it with a stick.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, something's
Nice.
happening.
Does it work? Does it really, really work this time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sort of.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Okay. Wow. It's a miracle. Okay. Perfect.
It's showing us a little bit more than we probably have seen.
That's fine. It's not
Yeah.
going to be able.
Yeah.
Like I said, there are certain areas that, because the rooms rotate, Roll20 can't hide
Ah.
things and rotate things both. So we have.
Yeah. So just as long as we should be in 19.
Yep. You're supposed to be 19. Yep.
Awesome.
Where's the
It-
one? You guys, I would definitely point out the purple before you guys walk ahead like that. Yeah.
I want to like poke at the purple with my torch.
Okay. Okay.
It's what
Can't
what
get
kind of
back to you.
Use corny stick. Use the corn stick.
Well, we already know what it does, so it's like, well, what does it do with fire?
Yes.
And be
The
like,
corn log.
It's the same type of purple, Felix, as what you guys had seen, the fungus.
Well, if you
Um,
poke it, it might aggravate it.
Well,
it's
let's
not, well, if
let's
I poke
find
it with
out.
fire, it might run away.
Let's find out. Let's find
It might
out.
it might
Light the match and
recoil.
run away.
Absolutely.
I like you.
So, go ahead, Alex, because the first contact is going to be your torch. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Decent.
Yes,
That's not scary at all.
A 3.
a 3. Okay. So as you set flame to this thing, indeed, it starts to hiss and pop, and you do see it starting to form much like the others. So, we're gonna roll initiative.
All right.
Yay.
welcome to dungeons.
Welcome to dungeons. Hang on, let me
Yeah.
clear the thing. Clear.
Yep,
I promise
and
it's
name
not
is
all like
Act.
this. You just happen to be picking the right way to clear this thing of combats first, which is fine. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Nice.
Where's my token here? There we go. We didn't have to add anyone manually at all.
It's amazing.
We're figuring it out. We only see one cluster in the
No,
Oh, I just got
there's
dark.
two.
What just happened?
Okay, we all went dark.
No, I still see.
Oh.
It's Roll20. That's all I can say. What the heck?
It's not me, it's you.
Yeah. It's Roll20 because the music is
Dear
mine
roll
too.
20.
Okay, so here we go. I can still see everybody's initiative, so even while we're waiting, there we go. You started this
I
thing
see
and
it
you rolled.
now.
Okay, you can't. Awesome. So you. I'm first.
DOS attack by Roll20.
Yeah, I can't. If Zach's talking, I can't hear him.
Okay, can you guys hear me
Yeah.
now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
We can hear
Yeah.
you
Okay.
now.
Awesome. Awesome. It's Roll20 is freaking out, but I think it's finally got there. Okay.
Can't handle all this action.
It can't. Yeah. So, Ode, you get to go first. So,
All right. I just went through a harrowing encounter with an overgrown bush. Before that, it was moving floors all over the place. So the wonder of my first dungeon experience is worn off, and I'm in full-blown adventurer mode now. So no
Yes.
hesitation, sword out, swinging at this thing. It didn't seem like it was a real threat before, but I'm gonna make sure it doesn't get a chance to be a threat.
absolutely.
And like roll a 1, a 2.
6.
But a 6 is enough to hit these suckers. They are
Alright,
not
What?
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Okay. That I believe it does not kill it, but it absolutely tears into this thing. They are not tough whatsoever. They have an AC of 5. Since you guys have now rolled a 6, you know that they have an AC of 5. And they have at least 9 hit points because they are still up.
Mhm.
And now does Felix.
I will go to my old standby and cast Toll the Dead.
Bong.
Ma-
Bong.
Which one are you attacking? The closest one?
To take you back to that childhood at the monastery.
That is a negatory.
Thieves.
Negatory. Okay.
What are your rolls today, man?
That's a -4,
That's
right?
-4.
It rolls a -4. Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, that's Felix's turn. Aelin.
Did I notice if the fire did anything like really hurt or just like
It just kind of squealed and
burned?
recoiled, but it didn't seem to like just decimate it.
Okay. Yeah, either way, I'll use the fire in my blood that has been injected in me, and run my rapier across my palm. It is now glowing in fire,
Nice.
and I will attack the one that already got hit
Okay.
or attempted.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Just don't roll a 1.
yeah, tight.
Oh,
That's
gosh. Yep.
That's another.
2.
Yeah,
That's a,
7.
yep, you're good.
Oh, and I need to roll the damage I take on myself. Oh, which is 3.
Okay.
And I will be done with that.
Okay.
And
And-
I would have moved up.
Okay, you would have moved up. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So 3 points of damage. The thing is still up. It was the one that you guys burned originally. So
No, myself
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
for the.
Okay.
That was 3 points. Not to it.
Okay.
The 4 is the fire damage to it.
Perfect.
No, the 4 doesn't hit because I didn't hit.
Oh, you did hit with a 7.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Then I
you're
should
good.
roll that.
9 piercing plus 4 fire. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Absolutely. So you kill that one. Absolutely.
All right, cool. And I will turn to face the other one.
Okay.
Now it'll be done.
All right. So yep, you guys are making quick work of these now that you know what they are. But it is now their turn. So we're gonna find out how many attacks it gets right now. 3 attacks. So 1, 2, 3. What's your AC?
15. Only the middle one hits.
Okay, so you take 1 point of necrotic damage from
Oh,
these suckers.
I guess this doesn't matter because it's a 1 point of damage. I'm not resistant.
Okay, yeah, okay. So just
So I'll still take the 1.
you still take the 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice, and then it didn't matter. Okay, Cornelius.
Cornelius is gonna see it, and he's gonna have just like instant PTSD after being completely destroyed by that last bush. He's gonna
Absolutely.
run in and try to dwarf stomp it.
Okay,
He's just gonna sort of kick there.
love it.
So I'm gonna make a unarmed strike.
That'll hit.
For 1 bludgeoning.
1 bludgeoning. You know what? 1 bludgeoning is not going to do it, I'm afraid to say. So,
It's
it's
fine.
still up and angry.
And I'm like, you stupid plant.
All right, Clara.
I'm gonna move to the doorway. Ish. On top of everybody. And I'm gonna go for a crossbow action.
Okay. You fire first and then go. Okay, 15 definitely hits for 6 piercing damage.
Yay.
Awesome. So just threading the needle between your companions there, and you stick it. No problem.
Like an
Ode.
Uh,
You're muted.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Try now.
We can hear you.
fresh.
Perfect.
Yeah, you're cutting out again, buddy.
He's attacking with for those at home, he is attacking with a longsword. He has hit it with a
He's
16.
He's in adventure mode.
Yes.
4 points.
4 points.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
cutting in and out.
It's probably
Better.
yeah, it is better. Absolutely. Yep. Yep. Awesome. So this thing looks very rough. You've dealt 11 points of damage to it. And Felix.
I will toll the dead.
Okay.
Bong.
With a -4. There you go.
Yay!
8. Yes.
8 damage.
You kill it.
Nice.
Nice.
Yay! And I yell 4 for 4.
It's
4
not
for
how
5.
math works. It's like 4 for 13.
4 out of 4 hits deal damage. Okay. You have eradicated all of the fungus again, and again you find yourself walking through a mist.
And Cornelius goes, "Ah, all this purple spray. There is fungus among us."
Purple rain.
It's gonna be that way, huh? Okay. As you kind of sniff around in this area, I'm sure that Alex or Ode or someone will stick their head in that hallway and notice that it dead ends.
It dead ends in both directions?
In both directions.
Oh, no. Can I go check the dead ends quick just see, just so we're not leaving something unturned?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and what are you trying to do? Just to look for a secret?
Investigate the hallway.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
No bueno.
Yeah. All right. What'd you roll? Just so for the viewers at home. Gotcha. 12. Awesome. Okay. Heck.
So what I'm thinking is when it rotates, it's more than just that level that rotates.
Unfortunately, I think we have come to the same conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm back to the wall. I am looking around the hallway.
Yeah. Just go ahead. If you would like to,
Android at some point.
if you would like to, do you have proficiency? Do you have the dwarven? One of the two dwarves have the dwarf stone. Help me remember what that. It allows you to roll.
Stone cutting. Whenever you make an intelligence check, a history check related to the origin of stonework, you're considered proficient in the history skill and add double proficiency bonus.
Okay. One of the two of you can roll a history check at this point in here for the stone.
Hmm?
Or both of you, since if you're both proficient in the stone craft.
Yep. Not good. My bad.
Not good. Not good. Okay. No such luck. Yep. you feel like your only option is to go back the way you came.
Okay.
Back we go.
Okay.
Oh no, the acid, it's everywhere.
Yep. Yeah. Suckers. No. So far, that's only been a few minutes, so you're back up, um, and you guys should be able to see yourselves now.
Yep.
So, only one other way to go, unless you're going to go into the acid.
Could I take a look
Oh,
at?
it's
We
not.
haven't taken a look at these statues. Could I just take a quick glance at these statues?
Absolutely. Um, they look. Pull this up.
Also, not great.
Okay.
I hate rolling. Rolling hates me.
They just, I mean, they look well made. Like I said, they're about 4 feet tall. You would say that they probably have some value, not a ton, because they're just made out of stone. Maybe like 10 gold each, and they're going to be pretty stinking heavy, but
Yeah, I'm a wizard. I can't carry that thing. That's for sure.
Roll a history.
go for it. $15? Okay. So if history check on the statues, is that what you said, Alex?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
I'm like, oh, hey, look, this from.
Yeah. Um, they look, with a 15, it's hard to tell. They don't have a ton of detail to them, but they look like um, Cold Forge knights, so knights of the kingdom. And with a 15, I'll go ahead and say that you recognize that their armor is of an older type than what is in the kingdom right now. But it looks like this is what Knights of the King would have looked like 100 years ago. Each
Nice.
one looks slightly different, but they all appear human and masculine.
Slightly different. They were all really different.
So cutting out a little bit, but
Like it looks like they're different people that are portrayed.
yes. There's no markings, and you're not sure who would you wouldn't know names or anything like that. But you think that these are probably meant to depict certain knights or certain individuals, if you were to guess. While Alex is working on his camera, Tyler, are you wanting to, or his audio? Tyler, are you wanting to mess with that door?
I want to look it over. Do I see the same kind of runes?
Absolutely. It seems like this whole level is going to be that way.
Okay.
You obviously know what you're doing.
I'm feeling a little more cautious now. I mean, I saw everybody else die. I know I lived, but I saw everybody else get, pretty messed up. So, um, before I mess with the store, I'm going to guide myself.
Okay. Go for it.
Good choice.
Literally give yourself a pep talk.
Yeah.
You got
A
this.
linguist.
Yeah, I'm just like,
this,
yeah.
dude.
So we
You
got
can
this.
open 2 other doors just like
But we're
this.
gonna need to. So,
You unlock it.
well, I had to add the 4 just in case
Yeah.
to make it a 19.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, so that door's unlocked. Alex, let's see how your audio is. Is there anything else you want to do with these statues?
Nope.
We lost you after the beginning.
We heard and then we got nothing else.
Right up here.
He's gonna rejoin, folks. Stand
Yeah.
by.
All right, is that any better?
That
Yes.
actually
Oh,
sounds great.
yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. See if I can reactivate my video.
Grab video key. Yep.
There we go.
Perfect. Yep, perfect. Perfect.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine that there's anything else my character would would think to do other than to admire that they're statues and have historical value and all that. So
Yeah.
as soon as they're like, "Oh, the door's open," I lose interest. I'm like, "Okay, door.
Okay.
You
Yep.
gotta stay with the group, you know."
Uh, who is going through? Is it Ode again?
Sure.
Okay. As you move through the hall, you see ahead of you ends and then curves back around into a larger area.
All right, I'll go ahead and move up to like right here,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of peer around. Feel, move a little more cautiously this time.
Okay. Um, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
2, a
Two.
3.
Solid.
Everything looks cool. Everything looks kosher. Nothing
The
out of
room
the
is
ordinary.
made of room, guys.
Yes.
I trust our paladin after he tells us our room is made of room.
Yes.
Same.
Okay.
Too many of those roots or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna. Do we see anything in what would be room 4 up ahead here? From where we stand?
Straight ahead, all you can see is that that's not a door. That is a walled, like obviously different stone. That doorway or whatever it was has been walled off.
I'm gonna open up my bag and I'm gonna take a small BB out of my pack of ball bearings, and I'm gonna chuck that thing in the room.
Mm-hmm. It kind of pings. Yep, and sits there on the floor. Kind of rolls around for a minute, stops. Then it starts rolling around again, and stops. No, it doesn't. It's fine.
Gotcha. I guess I'll peek around the corner. More than anything, I was just hoping that there wasn't something live that would come running out.
Yeah, nothing live. As you peek around the corner, you see another knight. This one is carved, still of the stone, and it has a stone raven that is on its shoulder.
Ooh, I used to have a raven that sort of looked like that.
Oh, do you seem immediately moving towards the raven or that knight?
Yeah, this has caught my eye suddenly. That this is significantly different than the others.
And I hit the raven with a couple taps to see what it's about.
Okay, so I will have.
I
Ode.
messed up, guys.
Nope.
I done effed up again.
Nope. I'm gonna have
Did you use your stick?
Cornelius. You make an Arcana check, and Ode, you make a. What do I want
Wisdom
from you?
save.
No.
Solid.
You make an animal handling check.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure you're fantastic at those.
Ooh, I thought that was gonna be a natural one. 14.
Okay, so as you walk up and you kind of lock eyes on this raven and the knight and move towards it, as you get up to it, Cornelius kind of reaches around you and taps, and as you do, this raven animates, and it kind of like pops its head around a little bit. You notice that the as you are close now, the stone of the raven and the knight are speckled with tiny blue sapphire gems. Like it's all the others didn't have this, but this knight and this raven have this, and it doesn't have any eyes. But as he taps on it, it kind of pops its head around a little bit, and then it just kind of flutters, and it lands on Ode's shoulder.
Ooh, you
and
have
you
a buddy.
you you see it kind of turn its head towards you till it's like its beak is face to face with you, close by there, Paladin. And it opens its mouth, and in a voice that is certainly not a bird's, but sounds like a man's, it says, "Kneel and know thy place."
Oh.
Um,
What language is it speaking? Just
common.
Okay.
Yep. Um, Cornelius, with a 16, you feel like this is, as you examined it right up close as a wizard, you feel like this is some sort of constructed familiar, like a homunculus or something like that.
Mhm.
Okay. I will kneel onto one knee, and I put my hand out, and I say, "Hello, hello, fellow friend." And I'll put my hand out, and I said, "You would fit in well with the Ebonhawks."
It kind of cranes its head towards you, kind of turns back to Ode and kind of pecks him a couple times, like trying to crack into. It doesn't hurt other than a slight annoyance, but it kind of like pops onto your skull a couple times and then it looks back um, and opens its mouth again, and you hear, "Kneel and know thy place."
I'm just going to be confused. Like this thing's like I don't know. Like clearly this isn't a living thing. It's said the same thing twice. I don't know if it's just like a pre-programmed thing. It didn't respond to the other guys. I'm just gonna like kind of look it over. Like what's going on here? Because obviously I don't know. It's not a it's a animated familiar constructed familiar. He does.
Yeah. It kind of hops around and it kind of like surveys the rest of you and kind of pops its head left and right, like examining each one of you in turn. It'll hop up onto Ode's head at one point and then onto the other shoulder. Um,
It doesn't like me.
I'm going to ask it then for whom am I kneeling?
Don't ask questions, just do it.
it kind of like turns its head a few times at you, as if taking in what you're saying, but um, then it just kind of meanders around. It doesn't. You may have hit the more you watch it, the more you feel like maybe you hit the nail on the head and that it's pre-programmed. But
Take it with us.
Well, I'm going to just have the air of, I'm not going to kneel, sort of
Okay.
thing. I'm just going to. This is a curiosity, but it doesn't seem to be a threat, so I'll allow it, sort of thing.
sure. um, Jo-
Cornelius will whisper under his breath to Ode, and he'll be like, "You want me to get the blanket?"
I'll just kind of like a little handshake, like no. Let me do a thing. Let me do a thing. I don't know.
I give you a wink and a finger gun.
Like I feel really like I'm trying not to show it, but I feel really cool right now.
Nice.
Like I've got this like gem-studded raven that just told this dude next to me to kneel and know his place. I'm just like, yeah.
I'm still kneeling.
yes. It doesn't.
Can I roll a history check on all this right now? 'Cause
Sure.
Clearly, this would be something that would be in the history books if there was like a knight with a
Yeah.
constructed raven familiar and all that.
Can I give him advantage from my stone crafting to know anything about the history
Yes.
of this?
Yes. You can roll. You can roll with advantage, Alex. Absolutely.
So just roll twice.
Uh-huh.
That would be a 12.
A 12. You seem to remember indeed that there was a knight in the Coldforge Kingdom that had a raven familiar, but the name escapes you.
Gotcha. Alright, I'd like to kind of there's something that's catching my eye about like the placement of these statues, so I kind of want to to check around it, feel around it a little more. When we ran into an invisible switch before, so
Yeah.
it's kind
uh,
of. Even
make
though I'm not really good at this sort of thing, I'll still check it out.
Sure. Since you're interacting with it, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
I bet that's low. -1. 13.
13. You feel around, and you don't. The only thing that you learned that you didn't know before was that the stonework or the statue is not affixed in any way to the ground or to the to the wall. So it is something that could be moved, but other than that, you don't find any secret compartments or levers or mechanisms.
Okay, I'll like kind of dust off the statue then, since I'm there messing around with it, just out of respect and all that. And since this seems like sort of a memorial thing, and it seems kind of disrespectful to just start messing around with everything, so I'm like, well, this is the least I can do for invading the space.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You dust it off. The sapphires gleam a little bit more in this one night, but nothing is triggered.
All right, I guess I'll. I mean, there's nothing else I can do, so I'll just move away from it.
Sure, sure. The raven stays with you as you move around the room. Just kind
All
of
right.
bobs there on your shoulder. Yep.
I am low key salty that the Raven doesn't want anything to do with me.
You poked it.
Not meanly. I just went. My great aunt had a raven as a familiar.
No kidding.
Well, actually, it would be my mother. I was trying to remember which party member of the Ebon Hawk said it was a wizard, and it was my mother.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, I was wrong. My great aunt is the one you killed off.
Yep. That's right. Okay. The only thing that you haven't explored yet is the walled off area. Everything else seems to lead nowhere.
That's the one that is on would be the western wall here.
Mm-hmm. That's this one right here.
Gotcha. I will go take a look if no one else is.
Oh, I was standing there. I was just waiting.
Okay,
Yeah, you
perfect.
can do it.
No, go for it.
So
You've been rolling that hot fire all night.
Felix,
Except for that one.
what would you like to do? What is your mindset
I
here?
kind Okay, so I want to look it over. Is it look the same as the other doors we've run into?
No, this one looks. In fact, it's hard to even see the door, and you know that this is a doorway, but it's been walled up with stone.
Like directly in front of me, it's been walled up with stone.
Yep, yep. This space where I'm pinging right now is it's obviously not made of the same stone as the area around it, but it has been sealed. Is the best way to put it. There's not like a stamp or anything on it to like say like, you know, in the name of the king this has been isolated, but
Yeah, then I would ask my dwarven friends, like, is this solid? Like, what is this?
you guys are
Dwarven
welcome.
friends.
I will give a history check.
Let's do. I'll let the dwarves roll. Just give me straight intelligence rolls.
Intelligence.
Great.
Mm-hmm. It's low DC because you're dwarves. There you go. Okay.
Well, if I didn't have intelligence, I'd be no good.
So Cornelius rolled an 18. So as you go over to the rock, you can tell that it is not very thick. as you kind of look at the size and shape and complexity of the wall, and you're like, no, this was just meant to mark this area as inaccessible, not to like be a major obstacle for one to get through.
So what I've heard is that sometimes the dwarves would make these walls, and it's almost like shale. So all you need is to all you need to just take a 10-foot running start. You'll go straight through it. Promise.
We have a hammer by chance.
I cross my fingers. Let me see what I have.
Clara has a hammer.
Clara has a light hammer.
Yeah.
We could try just hitting it with a hammer really hard.
I sometimes the magic of these dwarves, was meant for like the battle raging kind of dwarf kind of thing. So I'm not sure the hammer's gonna work.
I want to try it anyway.
Go for it. Make an athletics check for me. That's a skill.
All
It's a good thing you didn't just do hammer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
Nice.
17 athletics. So you take your small. It's still fairly good size. Dwarves don't make tiny things. And
right.
you
No, we don't.
bring your hammer down, and as you impact the wall, like a third of it just crumbles away, and you see a door similar to the one that Felix has been opening several times over, is behind this.
All right. I eschew to the side and present it. Ta-da!
I guess I do my thing, huh?
Mhm.
Magically, if you were to run through it, I think you go right through the door as well. So
Yes.
And I will again guide myself because I
Sure.
still not as comfortable now.
Absolutely.
It's probably a good thing.
Probably a good thing.
come on. Oh,
Oh, there you go.
lucky.
Nice.
16. Yeah.
Exactly.
You dissolve the arcane wards and maybe pull back some more of the rubble and expose the door.
What do you see in the room?
I don't know. I move away from the door as soon as I get it open.
Those who kind of stick their head towards that can see that there is another stairwell in here leading down, and then you see another room on beyond.
I'll go check the room beyond.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go next to the staircase.
Perfect. So,
Could I, DM? Could I come running through whatever's rubble left of the door?
yes, absolutely. Yes.
And when I come through, I'll sort of do jazz hands
Yeah.
to show how it's done.
Well, I'm not going to notice him doing that because I'm too busy talking to my new Raven friend here, or at least trying to talk to it.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. Aolin, as you go into that other room, you see another stone statue in here. This one is still looks like a knight, but it has slight, ever so slight, feminine aspects, and it is blackened.
This one must have been one of the powerful ones. You could tell because it's a female.
Is it blackened as in like a firewood ash?
Yes,
Or
yes, it's a
Okay.
stone statue, but it looks like it's been like scorched almost.
okay. A fire looks like it came through here, or at least did something to her.
You can roll an investigation for me,
Sure.
Aelin.
Dirty 20.
Gosh, yeah. Oddly enough, as you kind of make your comment and you look around, No other portion of this alcove or floor around you or anything has any sign of fire damage. It's only on this statue.
It's like someone did it on purpose.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the consensus.
Does anyone know this figure?
Um,
I'm not from here.
I mean, would I know just knowing about the culture and the
Mhm.
peoples of this area?
Yep, I will let Ode roll because he has been kind of inquisitive about that, and I'll let Felix roll because he might.
While they're sort of looking it over, could I just cast Prestidigitation and try to clean it up a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Slight pieces of smudged soot kind of fall away, but okay. Ode, nothing in your mind comes to light right out the gate. But Felix, you know a story. Let me see the best way to tell this story. This statue, as soon as you lay eyes on it, reminds you of a story that happened right after the demise of King Adrastus, whose bones you are after. Um, During the early days of the reign of King Lucian, the son, one of Adrastus's former knights, a woman named Lady Alice Shear, um, revolted against the royalty and led a nearly successful campaign to take the throne for herself. You recall, as the story goes, that at the city's gates, King Lucian himself battled Lady Alice in mounted combat, and through a mixture of spellcraft and swordsmanship was able to lay her low. And after that, the uprising was quelled. I will also tell you, because you rolled above a 20, that it is rumored, though it was never confirmed during her lifetime, that she was a follower of Gron the Render, who is an ancient dragon god of revolution and destruction. Gron is Gron, the Render. It's a rumor that kind of rose up during the revolt. Whether it has any substance was never confirmed.
I told you the women you always have to watch out for. They're always the most powerful in the party.
Let's see. I think that's about it that you would know. I'm just double checking here. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah,
And this is for sure stone.
it's stone. Yep. Yep. That's about it. That's about it, Felix.
Good. Then I would relay that to everybody, obviously. And I would kind of tell the story just from, what I've read and what I've studied. And then I would say, but enough of the past, let's deal with the present.
Wonder if she was why an enemy to the crown would be down here, burned or not.
Good question. Down the stairs.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's kick back to the next map
Is
again.
the raven still following with me?
It is still perched on your shoulder even as you descend the stairs.
Has it, as I try to interact with it, has it done anything, or is it just kind of like?
So interact with it. What's your imagining how you
Just kind of like either commenting to it, like the what's going on, or like asking simple questions like, so what's your name? Stuff like that.
Roll me another animal handling check as you're playing with this, or interacting with this.
Gah, 3.
3. It's not so. It's kind of stays on your shoulder as you mess with it. It it definitely like responds if you talk to it. It might cock its head or something, but other than that, it's a mystery that you have to crack at this point. Um,
All right.
and
So it stares then before I could rear. I'm going to name it, give it a name since it hasn't given me a name for itself.
Okay.
And with my character's past a little bit there, that name of your own is important. Name it. Um, oh crap! I had something for this. I'll just type it in here. It, I'm making up a word for darkness or the word dark. Calling it char.
Char. Awesome.
Chiar, like chiar.
Chiar. Okay.
Char. So that's what I'll name it. Like that's it's like if you're traveling with us, then that'll be your name and blah blah blah. Welcome to the party. Go downstairs.
Awesome. All right. We'll make sure that Char comes along with you guys. But consider him on your shoulder until something otherwise is said. Um, Copy. Let me get him real quick here. But you guys make your way down the stairs, and it kind of spills out into another. And you guys should tell me if you can't, but you should be able to see a little area um, if you zoom all the way out.
We can see a few rooms around it.
Perfect. Perfect. Again, it's not going to be perfect, but it'll work. So yeah, you're in a little tiny room, and there is a door that is locked here. Again, it's going to be the name of the game to.
What else is in this room? Anything? Just
In
a
this
blank
little
room?
tiny room, it's just the room with the steps. Yep.
Gotcha.
You want to try this one? You want to try this one there? Ember keg?
Sure. I'll pull the stick back out. I'll pull the 10-foot pole out. Start tapping runes.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check. 12.
Not good.
So you get a little zap for your troubles, and you take 1 point of lightning damage. Bzz.
Ugh. I guess I tried again. Just keep sticking it with the pole. Oop. I think I did a little better. I think I know what I did wrong.
Yep.
I take
What
another
you
one.
did
I got
wrong.
a 13.
Yep. You unlock this door.
Oh.
Easy enough. Just took a little zap.
Mm-hmm. Just a little
Okay.
one. My nose bled just a little bit.
Yeah. So as you peer into this room, the door kind of slides open, and you see that this hallway has a set of double doors to the north, just ahead there, and also to the south. And and you also look and see that there are like 2 little hallways branching off to the south as well.
I'll do the same thing and throw one of my ball bearings down the hallway towards to my right, down to the south.
Okay. Yep.
Ting, 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 ting.
Yep. It kind of bounces around, rolls, and nothing jumps out at you.
Gotcha. And I'll step in. I'll be like, I guess the water's fine, guys.
Water is.
All right, I'll follow.
um, I know. I realize now that I made a mistake in that last room, room 13. So we'll catch that while some of you guys are still in that room. Go ahead and make a perception check. And let's have Clara and Felix make those checks in that room since they were
Okay.
watching. Yeah.
Womp
Okay.
womp.
Okay. No problem. Great. Lovely. Okay. So
Perception.
Yeah.
you make your way out into that room.
So
All
there's
the-
doors to the north and south.
Yep, you see the doors to the north and south. Yep.
What do you think, guys?
I'm just less south.
South.
Do we
Left,
see
left.
the? We saw there. You can see the two hallways to the east and west. Right?
Absolutely. Yes, you definitely can do that.
Yeah.
Tyler, Felix can see that the hallway to Felix's right ends in another door, but that the hallway to Felix's left does not end at a door and opens up into a room.
Okay, yeah, I'm not exploring those rooms. I'm just looking at the door.
Absolutely. Okay. So this set of double doors is not locked. You don't see any sorts of runes or anything on them. They're just a standard set of doors.
Okay. So I'll say normal doors, then I'll walk back to the doors, and then to the doors to the north.
Okay. And again,
do they look enchanted?
they do not look enchanted. No. The
Normal
wide
doors.
Yes.
One more set of doors I've seen.
I think. Do we want to at least check to these things that don't have doors and see what happens?
I don't want to open any of these doors. I just want to check to see if they're normal or
16.
not.
Absolutely.
I'll go into
Checking on that door, Tyler, it is also not locked. Or not enchanted, I should say.
More normal.
Alex, Ode, as you walk into that room, there is a chest kind of tucked into the corner of it.
Ooh. And I tap him on like the middle of the back. I'm like, do you see that over there? That's what we've come here for.
I'm going to have a visible look of concern.
There is nothing wrong. That obviously that's some sort of offering for the king. There is nothing wrong with that. And yeah, I said, do you want me to go check it out for you?
I say tap it with your stick.
Tap with my stick?
Yeah.
And that's the first time anyone's told me to tap something. So I will enthusiastically poke it with my stick.
Yes.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think Discord locked up for some reason. I'm gonna have a. I don't know how much you heard, but I said I'm gonna have a visible look of concern because I've heard a lot of stories finding a lone room with a single chest in it. You know.
Yes.
So I'm gonna. I'm gonna have to approach this eventually, because one of these guys is going to go check it out. So I will do so.
Okay.
I've offered to poke it with my stick.
I'm feeling a little cocky thanks to this Raven, so I'm just gonna go. Well, I'm cool now, so I have to do it.
Okay. You go up to the chest. I hope that Raven dies. Of course you do. Okay. You go up to the chest. You reach down. It doesn't reach out and bite you. It seems to be a standard chest. It is locked.
Not normal lock.
normal lock or magic lock?
Ode hasn't noticed any magic on it at the moment, but he kind of just maybe tried to lift it and noticed that it was locked. Just a simple check.
Well, the best I can do is try to force it open with a dagger. So anyone else got like thieves' tools or something? That's their sort of thing.
No, not
Of
equipped.
course I do. And I will walk up next to him.
Okay.
Gonna show him my big stick.
Phrasing?
Yes, phrasing.
Get the
And I will jam it in between the lid and the bottom of the. And I will try to jump up onto my 10-foot pole to
Also
use it as the
phrasing.
lever.
Okay. Roll me a strength check.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
I hope you're strong enough for this.
Nope. Ooh. Lucky roll.
Nice.
Okay. Would you roll me
Stick
a D?
breaks.
Would you roll me a D6?
3.
Okay. And then would you roll me a D8?
What is gonna happen to me?
This is the loot table, probably.
4.
4. Okay. So you jump up and slam down on your fulcrum, and the chest bounces up and slams into the wall, and then it comes crashing down. And as it does so, the latch does spill open, and you hear the breaking of glass. If you go and you kind of flip it open cautiously, you see that it had been filled with potions, and there are still some potions. You guys know exactly what these are. These are standard things for adventurers, so there's no identifying necessary. There was originally, roll me 2d4, Thomas. 6. Okay. 4 out of the 6 healing potions are destroyed, and 3 of the 6 potions of revitalization are destroyed. So let me give you guys the potions of.
Dungeoning has consequences.
Yeah. Yep. I'll
Is it
post.
really lost if we've never had them?
Yes.
Yes, I think so. So here I'll post. So for those of you at home, obviously a potion of healing is a potion of healing. You guys have 2 of those from there. A potion of revitalization, you have 3 of them. Consuming this potion acts as a short rest. If you consume 3 of them at once, it counts as a long rest.
Okay.
I'm glad we don't have 3 of them because that'd be a waste.
You do have 3.
Oh, I thought we had 2.
You have 3. You have 3 of the potion of revitalization, and you have 2 of the potion of healing.
And that's what is a short rest?
Well, drinking 1 is a short rest.
A long rest.
Yep.
Okay, so I will pretend like I meant to do that all along, and I will look at the 10-foot pole and I will say, "I will name you Polly. Welcome to the party." And I will walk away with my shame being hidden.
We should have left you at a Tupperware party.
And oh wow, I just went invisible again.
We had a glitch.
Because Thomas moved out of the room.
Yes.
I will make one of the health potions to recover from the one I had to use to bring back Clara.
Had to use. See what he said now? He's holding it against you.
You should take it.
I'm gonna bring just so I recover one that I lost, and I don't care. I would like one of the revitalization potions, but
You 3 should take the revitalization potions. You guys, I broke the other ones.
I take one and walk away.
I'll
take Kay with my paladin friend. Is that a nod?
Go ahead. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. because I
There's-
can get all
Then there's
spell
one
slots
extra
back with the
healing.
short rest.
If I need a
There's one
short
with
rest,
the-
I can always take a nap.
I will give you the potion. I will give my paladin friend the potion of healing.
Awesome.
If all else fails, you can pour it down somebody's throat.
I do have like 22 hit points now that we leveled up, so it could be that I'm like alive again. Sort of situation.
Strangely, I have almost that many.
Could I
Really?
rub them around in the chest to just sort of try to heal that one point of lightning damage I got?
You cut it on the glass.
It's fair.
Lovely.
Sounds about right.
So we'll let you guys explore one,
definitely
maybe two more rooms, and then we'll call it a night. So you guys pick where you'd like to go next.
I think we could just go across the hall, right? See what's up.
We got this door right here that we're all standing
Yeah.
next to.
Sure. That one's
Into
easy.
the center.
Yep.
Okay.
You,
Sure.
you throw those doors open, and you see another set of double doors across the way, and a stone pillar that looks very similar to the one that you guys saw above.
Oh, with
Hey
the
guys,
button. Mhm.
Can you guys hear me again?
let's not push it though. Let's
There you go.
Sure.
All right, which
Okay.
go?
Are these magic doors? We still have our DM.
Can't hear him.
Hang tight.
So since we can't hear him, I will have to assume that this is full of gold.
We should all only take 5,000.
Oh, what? We all leveled
We
up
don't want to be greedy.
What do we
And
need
I-
gold for? No, this is full of +3 weapons.
And all those potions that I broke.
Fine.
All right. Can you hear me now?
The reef.
And mayors, we are like game like who is now actually a parrot. I know.
Can't call bear.
Yes.
Isn't that just a Furby?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Hey, he's back.
I'm back. Okay. So, the doors on the other end are not magical. And if you open them, let's find out. So this area is a lone alcove in the eastern wall. Roots have pushed their way through the ceiling in this area and spill into a wash basin set into the alcove. The roots that are in the
Ooh,
White is good.
white is good.
Let's go try to harvest some white roots.
Okay. If you guys want to try, that is a nature check, and there, if you're going to take your time about it, then you can roll with advantage. One of you. I don't care who.
I'm gonna roll.
I'll help.
you.
Who
Okay.
who's helping? Alex? Who was that?
Yay! Roll again, just in case it's a crit.
Yeah,
Nope.
No.
It's okay.
we'll take the 20.
Okay.
I'm okay with 20.
20. Awesome. So this is going to be pretty efficient. Roll a d6 for me.
Okay.
6. Okay. Very nice.
Yes.
Times 10, you get 60.
So it takes you guys about 15 minutes to collect this, just because, again, it's not low-hanging fruit here. But you do manage to collect enough in 15 minutes to get 6 more doses of this stuff.
Does anyone else want any?
I'll keep 1 dose in my pocket.
Does the
Useless
paladin
to
have
me.
spells now?
I have smites now, but
That's a spell.
So
Yeah.
I'll take one.
That's cool.
Okay.
So we
Remember
get
to
2
pull
each
out
again?
the right root later.
There's 2 more each then.
I only have 2 slots, so I only need 1.
Okay.
Awesome.
Just definitely give it to the
Whatever
people with healing
extra-
spells.
I'll hold on to.
I don't know what you're talking about. We made it through just fine.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You guys are doing fine. You guys are cleared so much in one night. All right. You went through 17. You went through 18. 18 dead ends, and at this point, you're pretty certain that it will indeed take the room pivoting somehow, some way, to make that access point. But you could check out the room down the little hallway or the double doors all the way to the north.
Why don't we check out this hallway here before we
Yeah.
stop?
I like it.
Absolutely. So
Completionist.
yes, you open up that door, and it looks like another hallway that ends in another dead end. Nothing of note.
Nothing in here at all.
Nothing in here at all.
Gotcha.
A point of note in this lower area, the only routes that you have seen thus far have been the ones in that little alcove basin. There's not a ton
Okay.
of roots spilling from the ceiling like there has been in the upper levels.
In this empty room, I'd just like to do a quick investigation, just sort of
Absolutely.
scan it before we move forward.
Okay.
10.
Everything looks kosher.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. I don't think it's great to walk into a room that seems to be empty and just be like, oh, empty room, and walk away.
Okay. So, moving on to the doors to the north, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, either that or we wait in here and spin the button. It's up to you guys.
I think we should look north a little bit.
Okay, cool.
Sounds good. Just mindset is taking over. So you push the door open, and immediately 20 feet ahead of you is another set of double doors, and then it branches left and right. And I think, hang tight, I think there is maybe a little bit of a description. Nope, I was wrong. Ignore me.
Normal doors.
Normal doors.
The dynamic lighting is not. Oh, there it is. I see.
It works now.
Yeah. Just normal doors, not magic doors.
Not magic.
Left or right?
Straight.
Okay. Not magic doors.
Okay. You shove those open.
Run away.
I think I have to open that for you guys, maybe. At this point. I don't
Yeah.
know. Okay. Tight, roll 20.
I said I think some of this is user, and some of this is probably just the fact that Roll20 is not meant to have as many people as using it as it is right now.
Yeah. For those at home, I was playing in Roll20 last night, and it was about like this, only having me at the helm, so it was worse. Or better. Definitely not worse.
It was worse.
Yeah. So, there. Boom. 23. So,
We exit the tomb onto a city street.
okay, so the 2 double doors open to a short hallway, and then a second set of doors. These doors are magically sealed, Felix, covered in warding glyphs, much more than what you've seen on any door before, and they glow. The whole doors white.
Can I ascertain, like the type of rune that's on these doors?
Yes, I think that is reasonable. Roll me a Arcana check. This is not to interact with the door. You're asking a different question, so
Yes. Yes.
this is just to kind of parse them. So 15, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you know that there are some glyphs of warding, right? But specifically, you know that there is some verbiage that is transmutative on here,
Mm-hmm.
and abjuration.
Transmutation and abjuration.
Mhm.
Clara, darling.
Yes.
I saw you earlier. Protecting someone else. I know that spell. I'd rather not cast it on myself because I have another mindset here. Could you cast that on me real quick here?
Oh, you mean
Resistance.
resistance? Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
So
And-
I'm gonna come real close and touch.
Okay. And wow, it just went dark again. I just lost all my lighting. Thomas, did you move yourself, or did somebody put?
I
Okay, there
moved
we go.
me.
Okay, yeah. And then I am going to guide myself,
Mhm.
and so I have resistance and guidance because this is important. Claire, you might want to back up.
Yes.
And I will try. To open these doors.
Okay. So roll me. Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think about. Oh shoot! Why did I do that? I apologize, viewers at home. As you are working your way into this, you recognize that some of the runes are not magical runes. They are language, right? So
What language?
yes.
Well, I can tell you my languages.
Tell me.
Would that be easier?
That would be great. Yep.
There you go. Wait. Yep. There's my languages.
Okay. Let's see. Common, Celestial, Deep Speech, Draconic, Undercommon, and Dwarven. They are Draconic.
Okay.
And they say so. So this is like you just kind of half stepping into this process. All right. You can commit to it further if you want, but this is just you stepping in. You parse the words. Where one is blind, one shall fall. Where one sees another. Opened eyes turn blue, while a blind may lead another.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you're gonna have to repeat those again.
Sure, I'll post it in the chat.
Okay.
Yep. And at this point, as you start to interact, kind of seep into yourself there, Alex, your char bird turns and like right into your ear to where it's almost painful the sound, says, "Kneel and know thy place."
Stupid bird.
Where one is blind, one shall fall. Where one sees another, opened eyes turn blue. While blind may lead.
Uh-oh.
Now, before anybody does anything else, Felix, are you pushing through with your Arcana?
I need to think about this. One is blind, one shall fall. Where one sees another. Opened eyes turned blue. While blind may lead another. No, I'm gonna back away from the door.
Okay. I think this is a great spot to end for tonight. Yep.
No. We do have
Yes.
some things to talk about too before we hang up.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, let's call it good right there. I think that's a great spot. You guys don't get into anything foolhardy right now, and we get to see what you want to tackle next time. So,
Nice. Do you want to take it away, or do you want me
Sure.
to take it away?
I'll fire away and I'll see if I miss anything. How about that? So really want to thank anybody who turned in tonight. I saw that the chat was busy with our players and with some people popping in and out. So really appreciate that. Give us a follow if you're still tuning in. That helps our channel get noticed and it helps us get that
Should
much
be
closer.
right above my head.
Yes, the little heart. We have
Just a quick thing about the follows. We need, I think it's 23 more follows to give our first giveaway.
awesome. Yes, and it's a very cool giveaway. Um, we'll share more about that later. Um, Tomorrow we have Ascension World Building stream going strong. It's been a lot of fun, so we would recommend you check that out. That's at 9 p.m. Central. Um, what else should we tell them, Thomas?
Of course, the Facebook is our best way to get in touch with us if we're not live. Our Facebook is the Drifters Atlas. It's a great way to get in touch. Our Patreon is also going to see some action here this week. Our first tier is going to be some PDFs and stuff from the Ascension World Building. Our second tier is going to be some minis, and then it's going to include the PDFs as well. That's not 100% done yet, but we'll post about that as soon as it is. Just a quick follow-up. I know we linked to some of the games for Jasper's Game Day, and I have a total for you. Jasper's Games Day raised over their 5-day stream. They raised $33,383.
Awesome. That's like twice what they were hoping for, right?
Well, they were hoping for 15,000 on the stream, and they raised like 20 grand on the stream.
Cool.
Part of that was selling seats at the table with people like Chris Perkins and.
Gotcha.
But of course, that all goes to, and the best part about Get Jasper's Game Day is they don't take any of the money. All the prizes were donated or purchased by Jasper's Game Day out of their pockets.
Sweet.
So it's 33,000 going directly back. So that's really cool. Last off, today's the 12th. On Friday, there's going to be a Kickstarter, and the Kickstarter is for Talon and Claw. Talon and Claw make dice boxes, and it was gentleman Anthony that I played in a game in Jasper's Game Day with, and he is doing whiskey barrel dice boxes. So and we'll put a link to that. So it has the lids from the whiskey barrels turned into like dice vaults. So like this is a dice vault. It's like that, but with the whiskey barrel lids. Which is really cool, and they're checking us out. And Anthony will be our world building stream next week.
Mm-hmm.
So things are going well with that.
And Jasper from Jasper's Game Day is potentially going to be with us tomorrow evening. So
Fenway.
Fenway. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So we are working on that. So. I don't think there's much of anything else. I think if you want to get a hold of us, if you have any questions, or if you enjoyed the stream, check it out here on YouTube. It'll be on YouTube in a couple of days. If not, have a great week.
Yep. Thank you guys for playing.